Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the main event. We've got the 3 p.m. kickoffs. We've got Brentford versus Bournemouth. We've got Arsenal versus Brighton. We've got West Ham versus Fulham, Burnley versus Everton, and Liverpool versus Wolves. And I can't believe I'm saying this. This, by far and away, is probably one of the few times in the world, in my life, where you'll get me excited watching a Liverpool game and hoping Liverpool do well. I can't believe I've just said that, being a Man United fan, but my boys, Ekatike, I need to bang in this game. Verts as well. This is where the minus 12 will either be fulfilled and I'll look like a genius, or it will fall flat firmly on the D-Unit's face. It's going to be one or the other. There's going to be no in-betweens. It's just going to be whether it's biblical, whether it's not. But I can't believe it. I feel already pretty good. Like, with knowing that Harlem Blank is out of the way, knows that now I can sit here, I can enjoy, hopefully, what will hopefully be a bonanza of goals. We can only hope it's going to be a bonanza of goals. And the D-Unit is going to be riding high and mighty. But there's no guarantee that that will happen. But we definitely hope that it does happen. All right. On to everyone's favourite bit, and if you've rolled in late, that's on you for not joining the best part of this stream as I try to dissect the lineups that we've got. And there is some very big news coming out of these lineups as well. All right, so let's start with Arsenal versus Brighton, where there's been a very late injury to Calafiori in the warm-up, and he misses out. So there's no Jurriën Timber. I don't know what I'm seeing here, but this is interesting. So it's Raya in goal. It's Hincapié and Saliba at centre back. It looks like it's Declan Rice at right back. Then it's Lewis Skelly at left back. Marino, Zubamendi, and Odegaard in the midfield. Then it's Saka off the right, Gyökeres through the middle, and Trossard on the left. For Brighton, it is Bart Simpson in goal. Coppola, Dunk, and Van Hecken defence. De Kuyper at left wing back, Cogladu at right wing back, Ayari and Hinselwood in the midfield, Gruder, Gomez, and Jorginho Ruta up top. Interesting lineup from Brighton there. On the bench, it's Kepa for Arsenal, along with Gabriel, who returns to the bench, as well as Gabriel Jesus, Eze, Martinelli, Norgard, Madueke, Wanyeri, and Salmon. Marley Salmon. Where'd he come from? He hasn't even got a profile picture. That's how raw he is. Arsenal running out of defenders. Brighton, it's Steele, Minte, Watson, Welbeck returns to the bench. Costellas, Milner, Boscogli, Weaver returns to the bench as well. And Veltman. So a lot of benched assets there. Brentford versus Bournemouth. Kelleher in goal, Henry at left back, Collins and Aja in the centre back, Coyote at right back. Vandenberg's not even in the squad. He couldn't be bothered showing up after some poor Christmas turkey, I believe. Yarmolenko and Janelt in the midfield. Then it's Schade off the left, Jensen in the 10, Lewis Potter off the right by the looks of it, and Igor Jesus. No, not Igor Jesus. Igor Thiago up top. Too many Jesuses. Then for Bournemouth, it is Petrovic in goal. Truffert, Senesi, Diakate, and Smith in the back line. Scott and Cook in the midfield. Semenyo off the left. Tavernier in the 10. Jimenez off the right. And Krupi Jr. leads the line. On the bench for Brentford, it's Val Morrison, Hickey, Pinnock, Henderson, Nelson, Damsgaard, Konak, Nunez, Donovan. For Bournemouth, it is Dennis, Sola, Brooks, Evanilson, Christie, Clivert, Adley, Hill, and Unal. Burnley versus Everton. Some weird team news coming out of here as well. Burnley, it's Dubravka in goal, Ed Cow, Humphreys, and Laurent in a back three. Then it's Lucas Perez, Cullen, Ukawakachoku, and Walker in a midfield four. Then it's Edwards off the right, Brodger through the middle, and Brun Larson off the left. For Everton, it is Pickford in goal, Mikalenko, Keane, Tarkowski, and O'Brien in the defence. Iraboganum, Ghana. Then there is no Jack Grealish. There is McNeil off the left, Alcaraz in the 10, Dibley off the right, and Beto up top. On the bench, for Burnley, it's Bass, Hartman, Anthony, Florentino, Chichawana, Fleming, Sonne, Tresor, Barnes. For Everton, it's Travers, King, Patterson, Barry, Roll, Asnow, Welch, and Elijah Campbell. And then for Liverpool versus Wolves, Alisson Becker in goal. Kirk is at left back. Van Dijk, Kanade, and Frimpong at right back. Gravenberch and Jones in the midfield. It's Verts off the left. McAllister in the 10. Chiesa off the right. And Ekitike starts up top. For Wolves, it is Jose Sarr in goal. Krejci, Santiago Bueno, and Mosquera in the back three. Doherty off the right wing back. Andre Joao Gomez and Hugo Bueno off the left wing back. Then it's Mane. We got money, da 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 da. And then Hwang Hee-chan, and then Arakogdare up top for Wolves. Wow. So it's Mamamashvili, Marshmallow, Woodman, Bradley, Gakpo, Robertson, Nooni, Negwama, Lucky, and Ramsey on the bench for Liverpool. And for Wolves, it's Johnston, Mellowolf, Strand Larson, Arias, Hoover, Lopez, Gonzalez, Chichawadawa, and Rowlings. And then for West Ham versus Fulham, the last game to go through, it's Areola in goal, Walker Peters, Tobito, Kilman, and Skulls in defence. It's Magasaka, Potts in the midfield, Somerville off the left, Mateus Fernandez in the 10, Bowen off the right, and Lucas Paqueta up top. Then for Fulham, it's Leno in goal, Robinson, Kuenka, my mate Anderson, Tete, and then it's Lukic and Burge in the midfield, Kevin off the left, Wilson off the right, Smith-Rowe on the 10, Raul Jimenez up top. On the bench, it's Hermanison, Wilson, Mavropanos, Rodriguez, Soucek, Urfi, Kante, Gollum, Mbekis, Mayers for West Ham. And for Fulham, it's LeConte, Reed, Kearney, Traore, Kusawar, Sawari, Kastan, King, Dupe, and Rigdon, just in time for the kickoff. Look at that. Bang on the cue. Let's quickly start the timer. I have managed to do, I've left that perfectly timed today. Well done there. That's well done to me. All right, there we go. The live watch along is officially live. 5 games underway. Let's go. Unfortunately, we're doing it old school day. We're watching Arsenal versus Brighton because I don't have my computer at home. I'm going to try and load up a few more games on my Surface, but that means I won't be looking at, actually, I'm not going to do that. I actually don't care about any other games other than Liverpool Wolves because that's where the real action is. So I'm going to load that up on my phone and we're going to watch that game as well. And I'm just going to watch the 2 games. I don't think Burnley Everton's going to be overly exciting. West Ham Fulham could be an absolute cracker. If Jared Bowen scores, I'm going to that game. But we are going to watch the Arsenal Brighton game. Don't know why, actually, because it is the goal rush game. So it will give me all the updates as we go. So we're going to watch that one. I'm going to put the Liverpool one on as well because I'm intrigued to see how my captain plays out after the Haaland captain blank. All right, where is it? Where's the Liverpool game? Let's have a look. Home, I need sport. Where's the sport at? Why is this taking me so long to find? I'm going to miss a goal, aren't I? All right, here we go. Brentford, Liverpool Wolves. All right, Liverpool Wolves is on the screen as well. I've got that game up and running. Watch live, thank you. There we go. All right. I'm going to turn that down, otherwise that's going to pick up on the mic. All right, there we go. Liverpool versus Brighton is up. Sorry, not Liverpool, Brighton. Arsenal Brighton's on screen. Liverpool Wolves is down there. Gyökeres goes for an early shot. Bart Simpson with an early save. All right, let's have a look what we're doing here. All right, hello everyone that's in the chat. Great to see everyone's in there already. Oh, let's quickly hold on. That's not working. All right, don't touch that button. I'll end up turning myself off. That's not good. All right, let's do this. Slide that up. All right, so here we go. All right, let's go here. Everyone's in. Done that. Let's get out of there. All right, type that in. All right. What do we got? All right, let's make sure we're smashing that like button. People need to just quickly go to the left, smash a like, give us a share, do all those wonderful things. If you're on X, just go and share it there, drop it in there. Let's get this live watch line out to as many people as possible. All right, let's have a look. What are we saying here? Good points. Had Cherky captain as Ekitike. Bad points. Got Timber and Berg starting with Hincapi players on bench. Anderson and Rodon. Help required. Cherky saving the city. They were. Come on, the Bowen. Go on then. Hello, D-Unit. Hello, Kevy. How are you? Need some serious hauls here. Yes, I would agree. Where are we at? Damn. Have been planning on bringing Omari in for Wilson. It's going down. I'm yelling, no timber. Oh, boy. Pickford better get a hat-trick for me, taking a hit for Le Mans. Arsenal must be playing 3-4-3. Useless. Rice is playing right back. I know it's mad. The good news is Rice should rack up the DC if he's playing in that position. Gabriel's back on the bench. Sheep will be happy. Rice back, right back. DC Rice, nice. You got to believe it. Yeah, I took a -12. Reckon it's going to pay off. If Ekatiko goes big in this game, it's paid itself off. Because Haaland's blank and the majority of people still captained him. Salmon is from the Youth Academy. There we go. Arsenal with a... Arsenal with a 1 in, 1 out policy. 11 points after 2 games. Not the best start. 4 players down. Bowen doesn't play for Burnley. No, he doesn't. He doesn't play for Burnley. 4-0 Arsenal. Let's go. Wow, you didn't captain Erling. Wonderful, mate. I think Ekatike 1 goal, Palmer 3 goals. I'll take any kind of goals for Ekatike. As long as it's beaten Haaland, that's all that matters. Well, I had my fixtures mixed. Whoops. Bench jam for once, please. Unfortunately, some sort of technical issue fart of complaints to be explained means Dean will be Told ya. Gary's muted me already. Jeremy pissed if Wilson returns. I feel like fullback is worse for Defcons and centre mid. Less involved in the action. Yeah, you could be right. But you get ball recoveries. Whereas a lot of the right backs and left backs get ball recoveries, but it doesn't count. But because he's a midfielder playing there, that's why Szoboszlai kept on getting a lot of DC, was for that very reason as well. You've got to make a cardboard violin for later. I think I've got an instrument in this house, you know. I'll go looking at half time. I'll make sure to bring that to the lock-in for sure. Did you take Sucker? Did you do Sucker to Rice? No, I already had Rice. I already had Rice in my team. Brighton already look awful at the back. Simpson will either get a 13-pointer or a 0-pointer, I would agree. Bart Simpson, he's looking lively. The Bart Simpson's been let out of the house for Christmas, I believe. Let's get a poll in. How many players did not show up for you? None. 1 to 2. Actually, 1, 2, 3 plus. All right, there we go. Let's get that in here. See how many people are affected by the no-shows today. How many players did not show up for you? I have Van den Berg, but Van den Berg is, as you can see, is last on my bench. He was never showing up for me anyway. And now that makes it an even easier transfer. I was already weighing up Van den Berg to most likely Dallo for the next 3 weeks. And I think that that's what I'll do. Because I can tell you what the sheep are all going to do. The sheep are all going to buy Gabriel this week, thinking he's a shoo-in for Aston Villa, forgetting the fact that Arsenal's next 3 fixtures are rubbish. They've got Bournemouth away, which won't be easy. I wouldn't have thought. They're better at home than they are away. They've got Aston Villa, who are on a 10-game heater at the moment. And then they've got Liverpool, who are starting to show some signs of attacking life. So, again, I don't think this is the time to be jumping in on the Gabriel bandwagon just yet. I definitely won't be. I'll be waiting a few weeks before I go there. It'll be game week 21 for me. Oh, there's a goal. Brentford, Bournemouth already has a goal. I've just seen it flash up on the screen. We'll bring you that as it goes in, but there's been a goal early doors there. Has Thiago hurt me? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But there's been our first goal of the live watch long is there in that game. And we are waiting to see who it is. I'm not looking at the chat, so I'm going to bring it live when it does go there. But it's a goal flash up. Right. It's Brentford. Oh, Thiago wins the ball. What's he done? It's a great ball from Thiago. It's Kevin Sade racing in. And Kevin Sade finishes. Kevin Sade with a goal there. Thiago with the assist. So many people selling him, including myself. And of course, inevitably, he was going to get some sort of an attacking return, and he does. And Kevin Sade repays the owners. In fact, Gary's one good call this week was picking Kevin Sade as his differential on the pubcast differentials, and Gary's off to a flyer on that one. Just alas for Gary, he's not in Gary's actual team. And he also sold Thiago. But yes, Thiago has just returned. Look at that. 1-0 to Brentford. I'll quickly update the scores there while we're trying to muck around here. First goal of the live watch, and we didn't have to wait too long. Less than 10 minutes, which is good. All right, let's quickly find this. Where is these scores? 1-0. I did not expect that. I mean, Bournemouth just, they're not a very good team. They look like a team that if they lose Semenyo, I really fear for them. I feel like they might actually be the ones that get relegated, you know. But yeah, Thiago with a nice little return there. Trig will be very happy about that. All right, let's update that score. Where are we at? It's so weird not watching all the games at once because, like, I'm just relying on the bottom thing to see, like, goal flash up on my stream. I've only got the 2 games up and running. Liverpool versus, obviously, Wolves, and then that other one. All right, there we go. Oh, no, I've cooked it. Sorry. What have I done there? All right, bear with me one sec. My download did not download. I see what's happened. Sorry, folks. I'll fix that in a second. I don't know what's going on there. I've cooked it. Absolutely cooked it. Hold on. Let's go up here. It's because I was mucking around with something else before and I've clicked the wrong button. We'll have that score updated in a minute. Made a butchery of that. All right, it's going to be updated in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hopefully. There we go. All right, we're back up in business. I clicked the wrong button. I downloaded the wrong thing. My bad. All right, Liverpool. What do we got here? Nice little breakaway. Looking for Ekitike. Oh, he hit the post. Oh, he hit the post. Ekitike's hit the post. Oh, that was so close to an early goal there for Hugo Ekitike. Oh, can you believe it? That would have been the dream start. Apparently, I can't believe it. It would have been a Verts assist as well. That would have been the ultimate brilliant start for the D-Unit. That would have been -12. See you later, straight out the gate. Ah, that's annoying. So close. So close. Verts again with a great ball, it has to be said. I'm pretty sure it was Verts with the assist. Well, I'm pretty sure it would have been Verts with the assist. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure that was him that played the ball. All right, Saka here going in for Arsenal. And he wins a corner. Not a surprise. Set piece FC trying to do what they do best. Score a goal for corner. I need to try and get this in a position where I can actually sit. There we go. Whack that there. All right. I'm going to get into the chat very shortly. All right. Let's have a look at that. No. All right. Sade, 0.8% owned. Anybody got him? Actually, the person, you know, it's really funny. You know that guy that's leading the mini league that's currently on track to win the shirt? He's got Kevin Sade on the bench, I'm pretty sure. But I think he might get him on because I'm sure he's got timber. All right, Brentford are pushing for a second here. Thiago racing through, looks for Lewis Potter. Does he play him? Oh, wow. He should have played Lewis Potter. Oh, Thiago have a great chance there to cut it across for Lewis Potter. Goes himself, and it's a really weak shot. Bournemouth are getting torn apart there early doors in that game. Like, I don't know what their defense is doing, but they look like they're playing like witches' hats. All right, Saka. He's through here. Dinks inside, goes for the goal, and puts it into Rosed. Grealish may have been in an extended party. I'll need a pint of vodka for this rate. Minte's a sell now, been benched today. Rotation more than being dropped. Yeah, you would think so. But it's hard to tell. Where we at? I'll be waiting for Big Gabby. Shardy guy, yep, we got that one. Kept Thiago, nice. Bought Thiago at 6 million, kept him since. Very nice. All right, Rice. To Odegaard, goal! Sucker assist, and it's an Odegaard goal. I mean, I've literally been burnt by 2 players I've sold here. Early doors. Couldn't be going much worse. But it's 1-0 to the Arsenal. It's Martin Odegaard. Roberto with a differential goal as well early doors. Crazy. We've got our second goal in the live watch on. Arsenal have now scored. Martin Odegaard with a goal. Saka with the assist. That's been coming. Brighton have not looked good in this game at all. They've made it quite easy for Arsenal early doors, and they've paid the price. It's 1-0 there as well. That's annoying. I've already lost out on 6 points that I've sold for. That happens, though, when you make moves. Occasionally they can backfire. At the moment, they're backfiring. Having said that, though, if Ekitike had scored and Wirtz had got the assist, I'd actually be in front. But alas, at the moment, I'm not. Yeah, Bart Simpson, no chance on that one. Martin Odegaard with a great finish. It has to be said, a great finish there. All right, where are we at? Let's update that. All right, we should have that correct this time, hopefully. Yes, 1-1. There we go. 2 goals already. 15 minutes gone. 2 of the 5 games already have goals in them. Did Thiago get that assist because I saw IPO and Arrow tweet something? Yeah, he must have got the assist. I don't understand why he wouldn't have got the assist. He played the ball. Don't know what he's on about. That's got to be an assist for him, surely. Bournemouth are abysmal away from home. Livingston versus Celtic is 2-2 after 10 minutes. What? 10 minutes and has had 4 goals. What are they doing in there? Just kicking the ball into the net? And the goalkeeper's showing up. Creepy starting as a guarantee my wild card. You're off to the best start. Yeah, I know. Off to a great start here, aren't we, Gary? None of my blokes have done anything yet. Come on, you Gunners. Watch these Haaland sheeps get away with it. Harry Wilson had a shot saved, but looks up for it today. Any technical snags? Yeah, that's because of my op. Yep. Where are we at? Rice is playing right back. Yep. Roberto's differential pick. Yeah, I know. Fire, mad. Classic Martin there outside the box. Odegaard was some differential pick. I know. I don't understand how he went there, but he went there and he did really well by going there. Odegaard has become the forgotten man. Bowen close. Sheep by Rice. I keep Saka. Legends have Saka and Rice. Saka's second PL assist of 2025. I just sold him because I just don't think he's good value. 10.3 million. I thought the money was better invested elsewhere for the short term. And to be honest, if I go back to a 10 million midfielder, it's probably not going to be Saka. It's probably going to be Palmer, I'd suggest. All right, Kirkes looks like he might have hurt himself a little bit here. No, he looks like he's fine. He's running that off. I miss not having all the games up. I love watching all the games at once. All right, Burnley versus Everton. Everton pushing out to the right. Wow, Beto, he just needed to get ahead on it. He needed to get something on it. Would have been a goal. Everton with the first chance here at Turf Moor. All Oh, and Gyökeres is down holding his calf. This isn't good. No, Trossard's down holding his calf. Oh, he's just been kicked in the back of the leg. He'll be fine. He'll run that off. He'll run that off. All right, West Ham versus Fulham. All right, let's have a look here. Oh, Jared Bowen with the chance. Oh, he's in the bar. Oh, that would have been a goal. Ah, the margins, I tell you. The margins in FPL, you've got to love it. Brought Grealish for Wilson for -4, and you know the rest. Oh, dear. Don't worry about it. I did -4 Rogers Acuna for a City fan. That's poor form. I'm selling Saka this week. Yeah, keeping Saka for the Palmer move eventually. I'm being destroyed low. Every player my rivals own are doing well. Hundreds of pounds lost for half a season prize. I was top 2. Sorry, Street Dogs. It was all for you. No luck. Think I'm doing the same. To be fair, it's like, it's early doors. It's only been 19 minutes gone to these games. A lot can happen. Most of the goals in the Premier League this season have been happening in the second halves of games. So expect lots of goals in the second half and just hope that your blokes show up in the second half. Got to be the move, right? Then keep Rice. Yeah, I feel like Rice is just more consistent. Like, Rice is not going to get benched. That's the issue. I feel like Saka will get benched in one of these game weeks. Like, that's the main issue I've got with Saka. Like, Rice, you just know, is just going to play. Unless he's injured, unless he's actually injured, he's going to start. He's even starting at right back. Like, the dude's always in the team. And I feel like today has shown it's better to pick players that you know are going to show up rather than pick players that you just don't know about. I still can't believe Ekitike hit the post, man. That would have been the dream start in that game. Like an early goal there for Ekitike, a Verts assist, and they would have been up and running. Wolves would have had to have come out of their shell early doors. And it just would have made their game plan, which I'm sure is just to sit there and try and defend, a hell of a lot harder to execute. And he was so close as well. Like, so close. I'm interested to see if Wolves even have a shot in that game, because I really feel like they might not even have a shot, you know. It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, and Timber Drop came out of nowhere for me. Rice has comfortably outscored Saka over half a season for 3 million less. How is it even a question exactly? Yeah, let's like the stream. Please smash a like on it. Lots of people watching, not many likes. Give it a bit of Christmas spirit. Smash a like. Oh, Gyökeres. Oh, that's a bit harsh. I thought he did pretty well there to win that ball back. Now he's having a word with Gyökeres. Yeah, the Liverpool-Wolves game, I'm not going to lie, outside of that Ekitike chance, there hasn't been a lot of action. Wolves, as expected, are just sitting. They look so weird and blue as well. I'm surprised again. Why are they wearing, I mean, I suppose red and yellow kind of clash. They don't really clash. But yeah, it's weird seeing Wolves in a blue kit. It just looks like a different team. Maybe that will help them. I'm not sure. FYI, I actually went with Arsenal to concede in this game. All right, here we go. Rice down the aisle. Go on. Rice is going. Ah, come on, Trossard. That's a poor ball into the box. Rice had busted his gut up there. And Odegaard's just wasted that completely. What happened to Calafiori? Injured in the warm-up. He got injured in the warm-up. News just breaking. Timber and Vandenberg went on a Boxing Day night out. Arrested for stealing a traffic cone. Damn. Had Odegaard for a few weeks and he's done nothing. Finally decided to transfer him out and he scored. I know it's the FPL heritage doing that. Wolves didn't think it through with blue kits. Easy to see them. Yeah, legit. All right, Liverpool pushing here and going nowhere. The interesting thing is that in that Liverpool game, Frimpong's barely been seen going forward until right now. Obviously, I say that. Frimpong down the outside, good ball into the box, nothing doing, headed clear. Saka, ball into the box, defended well by Brighton. Rice collects it. What can Declan Rice deliver? Nothing. I think Wolves have conceded yet another corner. There's a lot of corners in that game, not a lot of action. Who takes the corners for Liverpool? Is it Verts? No, it's McAllister. McAllister's gone over to take the corner. All right, McAllister with the corner. Well, he's slowly taking it, slowly thinking about it. All right, he's going to put it in now. And that was a really rubbish corner. They've won another one somehow out of it because it was a really big loopy one. Gravenberch has got it, hit it into a Wolves defender, and it's gone out for yet another corner on the other side of the ground. All right, Trossard pushing here against Brighton. It's so weird seeing Declan Rice play it right back. Oh, Lewis Skelly's just fouled Van Heck. All right, Brighton on the counter. What do they got? Not much. Crap ball. This time I think it's Gravenberch with the corner, I think. Or is it Frimpong? I can't work it out. Verts? No one. Cleared away by Wolves. All right, we need a few more goals. Not enough goals for my liking. 2 goals now in the first 25 minutes. Not enough. Liverpool, another poor ball into the box. They're going to have to be a bit better than that. Some of the balls they've been playing in have been pretty bang average, to be honest. So move that back there. Ten touches in the opposition box for Arsenal, 1 for Brighton. That kind of sums up the way this game is going for the main game on the watch along. Control yourself, Gary. It wasn't a traffic cone. It was Maguire's best leg. I think it's going to be a Verts goal. I hope so. I'd take any kind of goals. Ekitike just needs 1 goal to beat Erling Haaland. Come on, man. It's Wolves. Exactly. When Ekitike, our captain here, could do with a goal. He's been close. He's already hit the post. It just hasn't quite fallen his way yet. Wolves don't think it through with yet. Need a Virgil header and a clean sheet. Is that a hair transplant? Yes. Well done, Roberto. Oh, Brighton pushing here, and they've done nothing with it. Goal kick. All right, Liverpool, what do they got? Frimpong, edge of the box, plays it across, inside the box, McAllister hits the post! McAllister's hit the post. I think it was offside. I need to see it back. It was offside. It was offside. Someone was offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway. That was close. Again, another close one there. Liverpool showing signs, but not enough signs. It's offside because Ekitike was in the way, I think. Or someone was in the way of someone. It was number 14. Chiesa was in the way of the goalkeeper. So that the linesman had flagged for offside. It wouldn't have counted. But yes, McAllister did hit the post with that shot. A very good shot there. The price, good question. An AUD was about 17K, I think, but I used my super. Because you can access it for things like that, which I found out. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, let's do that. Let's give that a go. Need a Wolves goal to spark Liverpool into life. I know, literally, it almost feels like we do need a Wolves goal just to spark them into life. All right, Liverpool pushing here, and I think Hugo Ekitike has won a corner. Yet another corner, man. Like, oh, my God, how's Somerville not scored for West Ham? Who's not scored for West Ham? How's that not gone in? Ball in, header back, Somerville hits it, and it's just gone through his legs. How has he missed it? Oh, dear. That should have been 1-0 West Ham. All right, Saka here on the counter for Arsenal. Plays it across, Van Heck puts it out for a corner. That was a great take from Saka then. Saka's actually looked pretty good down this side today. I think it's the Brighton system. The Brighton system is definitely aiding Saka, I believe. Van Heck with a very good DC. Declan Rice with the corner here. This is where the Rice baby brigades start getting excited. This is weird. Now he's taking it from the Saka side. No, it's a long throw. Sorry, it's the Declan Rice long throw. That's what we're getting. A Declan Rice long throw into the box. That is got to be one of the worst throws I've seen from a long throw all season. That's got to be up there with don't do that again, Rice. Rice with a ball recovery. We love to see it. That's one of the DCs. Rice with a great ball over the top. Saka takes it on. Trossard. Doesn't go anywhere. Goes back to Hincapi. Oh, Trossard now. It's a nice little bit of skill. And another nice little bit of skill. Throws a little bit of candy. Will he get into the box? He does. Hincapi. Ayari wins it well back. And then Hincapi just goes into his back. Are they 100% growing hair? Well, not yet, but they will. I mean, I literally just had it done, so it won't be growing hair for a couple of months yet, but it will be. So is Newcastle a green fixture now? Well, I did say they were, and they turned out that they actually are. Sam Bray been saying it every week. It will happen eventually. Yeah, exactly. Long throws need. I know. It's crap football to watch. There's no other way to describe it. Saka's got an acre of space again out here. He goes for goal and Bart Simpson collects. I mean, they're giving way too much space to Saka. If Saka doesn't somehow end up scoring a goal here, I mean, he should, because he's literally keeps getting found in an acreage of space out there. It's unbelievable. It's like just a giant chasm of space out there all the time. All right, Wolves with a breakaway. Wolves going for goal. Well, that was a bit more exciting than what Liverpool have been offering. It was Mane. I mean, that would have been interesting if Mane had scored at Anfield and it wasn't the Mane. But it was a good little breakaway there and a decent opportunity. I mean, he kind of snatched it at the end, but he did make Alisson put his hand up, but it wasn't a save. It went over his hand, but at least it had Alisson thinking about it for a minute. I'll tell you what, the first halves of all these festive fixtures have been bang ordinary. Like, we've had 2 goals in 5 games through 32 minutes. It needs a few more goals. Of course, Thiago returns a week. We get rid of him. Always going to happen. Give this lad a like, peeps. The people who don't beg us for likes should be the ones who receive them, and the haircut was a success too. I know. I was surprised. I used to always have like short hair when I was a kid. So I was kind of used to, I was kind of already thinking, I wonder what I remember looking like as a young kid. And I took a photo and I was like, okay, it shouldn't be too bad for the short period of time I'm going to have no hair for. So, yeah, it looks all right. Sade's already has 0.95 XG by himself. Bournemouth are woeful, I agree. And I changed them to a green fixture as well this week. I think I've been justified in doing that. Score TK for Follicule's sake. This is a real nasty game week. Yeah, it's turning into it at the moment, isn't it? It really is. Differential punts are definitely paying off this game week so far. Lewis Skelly wins a foul there. It's going to be a pretty interesting... This is going to be Rice baby territory, I would think, based off where this free kick's been given, unless Odegaard's going to take it off him because he's playing it right back. Wolves breaking again. And driving. Can he win a corner? Well, he goes inside. Nothing doing. I mean, I just can't see Wolves troubling the scorers in that game. But, like, Liverpool have been pretty poor for the first 34 minutes. Outside of that Ekitike almost moment, they've offered not much. They have not offered much in that game. Saka picks the ball up. Rice wins it. Plays it to Trossard. Oh, wow. Trossard with a horrible touch. Van Heck just gives him a little side bump in the side and basically says, how you going? Trossard turns around and thinks about going him, but then realizes he's actually in a football match and not at the nightclub and decides to refrain from hitting him. Turns out you didn't need to worry about drinking this week. I know. DCs could be the difference this week, literally. I remember me when Rodgers gets double digits this week. I know. All right, Rice, play Rice. Rice into the box. Rice goes for, I don't know what he's gone for, but either way, he's not made very good contact and it's gone to no one. I wonder if he was going for the cross then or if he was going for goal. Either way, whatever it was, he hasn't done either of them very well and it's gone harmlessly out for, I think, a goal kick. Yeah, a goal kick. All right, what Liverpool got? Lewis Skelly's now down on the floor, holding his head. We're still waiting for a Liverpool goal. And there's not much going on in that game at all. All right, Verts, what's he got? All right, plays inside. Ekitike looks for a ball into the box. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Who's that? Kirkes is just... He's meloned it probably outside the stadium. That's how bad that is. All right, Arsenal on the counter here. It's 3-on-2. Can he find the ball into the box? Oh, no, that's going to find no one. Rice! Hits it at the back stick, but alas, it's just cleared, blocked, cleared, same thing. Ah, yeah, old mate got in the way of that one. Disappointing. Disappointing indeed. All right, Rice plays the short throw this time to Saka. Puts a nice ball into the box. What can he find? Oh, Yoko's at the back stick. What a surprise. Makes an absolute meal of it. He really is not worth the money, that man. Like, he's got a free header. He literally almost heads it onto his own knee. He did. He headed it onto his own knee. How do you even do that? Oh, dear. What a woeful bit of play that was. That was just bad football. That's got to be a foul, surely. It is. Bloody knew Haaland owners would get away with it. None at all so far. I've watched 3 hours of football, almost 3 hours and 45 minutes, and not one of my players has returned at all. That's pretty rough. I mean, Ekitike went very close. Foden went very close. Just hasn't happened. It's one of them weeks. Cunha went half close, I suppose, in the first half yesterday, and he went absolutely missing in the second. Weird game week for sure. And there's just been no updates from any other games. So obviously all the games are just boring. It's like all the players have eaten too much food at Christmas and they can't be asked. I mean, the managers barely showed up for their press conferences this week and the players are barely showing up to play football. For considering we've got 5 games on a live watch along and we've got 2 goals through 39 minutes, feels very much meh. And like Christmas, normally the goals are flying in. This year, the players didn't get the memo. They took them all off box. Oh, there's a goal. Brentford Bournemouth has a goal. Just as I say there's been no goals, there's a goal for someone. I don't know who it's for, but there's a goal in the Brentford versus Bournemouth game. Just waiting to see who that is. All right, surely they're going to cut to it now. There's been a bit of a break in play here. I'm not going to look at the chat until we've seen the goal. Still waiting for this goal to be shown. All right, Declan Rice here for Arsenal in the meantime. Odegaard, edge of the box, dancing, plays it across. Still waiting to see this go. All right, Brighton have won the ball back on the edge of the box. They're breaking. It's 3-on-3. Can he find the right ball? Oh, no, it's another horrible ball. Frimpong scored for Liverpool, by the way, I believe. Frimpong or Gravenberch 1-1. It's 1-0 there. Liverpool have just scored. I've just seen, I think it might be a Frimpong goal. I know it's a Gravenberch goal, Frimpong assist. Can you believe it? Gravenberch with the goal. I can't believe that. Who would have thought that was going to be the goal there? Anyways, we've finally got a goal at least. And it is. It's Gravenberch with the goal and Frimpong with the assist. Well, I brought the wrong players in, didn't I? It's a great run from Frimpong. And Gravenberch just meets it, falls in the box very nicely, and that is a goal. And I'm seeing in the chat, apparently there's a Petrovic own goal. I have to see this one back. Gravy. Guess who sold Petrovic this week? I know Gary did. Can you believe it? Maybe he knew all along. No, he sold Petrovic. All right, let's have a look at this goal. All right, so Brentford get the ball. Lewis Potter just kicks it. Thiago. I have to watch this goal again. Who's got the assist? Hold on. Thiago hits it. It goes on to Petrovic. It's an own goal. There's no assist in that goal. It's hit about 4 Bournemouth players and it's gone in. There's no assist for that Brentford goal. It's just a goal. And it's probably a Petrovic own goal. But there's no assist on that goal at all, unfortunately, for anyone that's wondering. Gravenberch have a great finish. That is a good finish there for Gravenberch. Hopefully that opens the game up. But Frimpong there, very nice if you brought him in. The missus is actually captain Frimpong in this game. All right, let's update some scores in here. Oh, it's 2-0. And it's, who scored for Liverpool? Is it Hugo Ekitike or Wirtz or Chiesa? I can't tell who's who. Oh, it's McAllister with a goal. Is it? No, it's Verts. Who scored? I think it's Verts. It is. It's Verts. Verts has got the goal. He's breaking his drought. He's breaking his drought. I don't know who's got the assist there, but someone's got the assist. Oh, how have Arsenal not scored? Oh, I don't. Who got the assist for that? Ekitike assist. Was it really? Did Ekitike get the assist? That's all I care about. I was like, I couldn't tell. It looked like McAllister. Then it wasn't McAllister. Then it was Verts. Then it was Ekitike. I can't work it out. The screen's too small. I'm used to my computer screen. I'm looking off. Look at this. This is what I'm looking at. Actually, I can't show you that. I'm watching on the back of that. The back of that is what I'm watching the Liverpool game in. It's really hard to tell what's going on. Ekitike assisted D-Unit pin is paying off. All right, Verts has matched Thiago. Verts has beaten Saka, so we're up there just. And Ekitike has obviously matched Thiago as things stand, but that is looking pretty good. All right, we're on, boys. We're on. All right, let's update these scores. I'm pretty happy with that. We can take that. We go into halftime. We're in front of the Haaland sheep because Ekitike has done something. That's good news. All we need now is a couple more goals in the second half. Let the points start pouring in for the D-Unit. I mean, the move from Ekitike was brilliant. And then Verts finally delivering. I mean, that was a good move that's got to be fair. All right, let's update that. That's 2-0. All right, 2-0, and it is Brentford 2-0. Now we just need a Bowen score, please. That would be nice. All right, let's update those scores. Bart Simpson's just been booked for a foul on Gyökeres. Wow. Well, that is a pretty poor tackle from Bart Simpson. I'm not going to lie. What on earth is he doing? Bart Simpson having an absolute... He just decided he wants to go back to the Simpsons, I think. He's pretty lucky that he's not getting sent off for that, I reckon. Check complete. There won't be a red card there, but that should have been red, I reckon. It was a pretty bad tackle by Bart Simpson. Gets himself a yellow card. Thank God that he's not on the field. There we go. All right, scores are all updated. I'll update my team score at halftime. I'm losing the cup 14-18. Biblical. Verts bracing coming. All right, Liverpool pushing here. East London halftime, West Ham 0, Fulham 0. Bowen's gone close in that game. An Ekitike goal now would be pretty biblical, to be fair. All right, Frimpong, edge of the box, runs into someone and goes absolutely nowhere. Ekitike, what's he got? Plays it back. Looks like Liverpool are just quite happy to trounce this one into half-time now. And that is half-time in the Arsenal versus Brighton game. That game will be 1-0 at half-time. Decent first halves. Kelleher, Pickford, if you have the money. Chat, hear me out. No Haaland for free. Hit team against Sunderland. Yeah, you could be right. Game week 19 free hit team. I'm so angry. We're so bad. 0 shots. Yeah, it's been a weird... Some of these games have been bizarre. Like, no goals in the Burnley Everton game. I mean, that's good because I've got Tarkowski, obviously. But I'm going to look at the DC numbers in a minute as well for anyone that is interested. We're just waiting for this Liverpool Wolves game to finish, but it's just finished. It's 2-0 there at halftime. All right, let's update my actual graphic now. So we're up to Ekitike is up to 8 points because he got an assist. Wirtz is up to 6. The good news is we're now in the positive points. That's always a good start. I think we're up to 24 points now with the minus 12, so we're on 12 points. That's better than nothing. Hopefully get a few more returns in the second half would be nice. All right, I think I've got the right page here. Let's see that does there. All right, let's have a look at some of these ridiculous stats at halftime in a second. Read you for all the important numbers that no one actually shows up for. All right, let's do that. Let's quickly update that. This is what the team looks like now that we've got the Hugo Ekitike assist in there as captain. All of a sudden, for once, I'm beating the Haaland captainers. It had to happen at some point. The law of averages said I couldn't keep on getting unlucky with that. And I've finally had a little bit of luck, which feels nice. Well overdue in terms of captaincy luck. All right, there we go. We'll quickly end the first half there as well. We'll just turn that there like that. Sweet. We'll get the second half graphic up there in a second as well. Oh, it's so much harder on my laptop than doing this on my computer. All right, where are we at? So let's have a look at some of these ridiculous stats. All right, so Arsenal versus Brighton. In terms of the bonus points, it's 3 to Odegaard at the moment. Saka's on 2 and Lewis Skelly's on 1. Defensive contribution, Odegaard was 6, Marino on 4, and then the rest you might as well just throw a blanket over. I've just got 3. For Brighton, Van Heck's on 6, Gruder and Ayari and Gomez are on 4. Everyone else throw a blanket over. Brentford versus Bournemouth. Sade with a goal, Thiago with an assist, Petrovic with an own goal. At the moment, it's 3 bonus points for Sade, Thiago on 2, and Yanelt on 1. Defensive contributions, it's Ajo with 8, Jensen 5, Coyote and Sade with 4 each. Yanelt with 4, Yo Malik with 4. For Bournemouth, it's Diakade 7, Senesi 5, Semenyo 5, Cook 5. Burnley versus Everton in one of the most uninspiring games of football by the looks of it, because there's only been 1 save in the entire game for Dubravka. At the moment, the bonus points are 3 to Ghana, and then Keane, Alcaraz, Humphreys, Dubravka, all on 2 each. Defensive contributions, that's where this game is thriving in. Ghana on 10, Alcaraz 8, McNeil 7, Tarkowski 6, Keane 6, Igrabim 6. Burnley, it's Cullen 7, Humphreys 5, Edwards 5, Laurent 5, Ukawaju 5. What a boring game of football that would be to watch. All right, Liverpool versus Wolves. Goals for Wirtz and Gravenberch, assists for Frimpong and Ekitike, Alisson Becker with a save. Wirtz with 3 bonus, Gravenberch with 3 bonus, Frimpong with 2, and Virgil and Ekitike are currently sharing 1. For defensive contributions, it's Jones with 9, Gravenberch 8, Kirkes 4, Wirtz 4, Chiesa 4. Anyone that owns Virgil van Dijk and Canade, they are on 3 and 2 respectively. For Wolves, it's Gomez with 10, Mascara 8, Bueno with 4. Everyone else throw a blanket over. West Ham versus Fulham. What a boring game of this football. This is actually, Ariola's made 3 saves. Leno's only made 1. At the moment, it's 3 bonus points to Anderson. Okay. Ariola and Berg with 2. Mateus Fernandes, Makasaka and Wilson all sharing 1. Then defensive contributions, it's Kowenka with 9. Smith Rowe and Wilson with 4 each. Anderson, the DC monster, is on 3. For West Ham, it's Tabito with 7, Kilman with 5, Paqueta 5, Fernandez 5. Walker Peters 4. What a boring couple of games of football they are. I mean, what boring spectacles. West Ham really need to show up in the second half. Jared Bowen needs to show up in the second half and score a goal there. I don't want to hear any nonsense about this Anderson rubbish. 2 clean sheets in a row. D-Unit's cooking, I'd hope so. Currently 4.2 overall. Hoping these clean sheets stay. Nice, Ryan. Surely that second pool goal means floodgates open at Anfield. You'd hope so. Vert's captain, baby. Love it. I have Sade. Love it. Got to give Thiago the assist there. Nah. He's only got the 1 assist. The other one's done. That's just a Bournemouth. It's just a Bournemouth shocker, that second goal. We on for the quad this year. Love it. What happened to Timber? No idea. He just wasn't in the squad. I got Senesi coming on. Well, at least Senesi's getting some points. Not many, though. It is a rough week. It's going to be a low-scoring week, I think. Unless there's some unless Liverpool absolutely smack him in the second half, which is possible. Vert's captain, baby. Nice. Timber got his wood stuck in his fly, hence injured 1 week. I'm on 22 points, so bad. I mean, nobody's going to be on lots of points this week, so I think we're going to be all right. I actually think taking a minus 12 this week is actually going to pay itself off in the long term because no one's scoring many points this week because Haaland blanked. Only thing I'm a little upset with is not bringing in Gravenberch, but it would have been a -8 in the end to take out Rodgers, so we'll see. 22 ain't that bad right now, exactly. Petrovic own goal is also annoying, but rest of the team is doing all right. Ekitike, captain, baby. Anderson's too good. He'll concede in the second half. I haven't seen Wilson touch the ball. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Verts is class. The Brighton game is the worst. Trust. A Wilson goal will be fire. For all D-Unit's talk, he's 9 points behind me with his hits so far. But Gary, you haven't added the bonus points in yet, mate. And Ekitike is going to be getting them probably after he scores another goal. And you've also got half your players aren't showing up. Trip Liverpool attack with Verts, Ekitike, and Birch, nice. Wilson -4 to Rice, clear so far. As I always say, Salah the root of all evil in that squad. Frimpong Turkey, baby, that's sexy if you've got that, Aaron. Well done. Semenyo to City to win trophies on the bench. Sade, baby. Brighton to win the FA Cup, maybe. Brighton 0 shots. Yeah, Brighton have offered nothing in that half. Great goal from Verts. He put that away beautifully well. Really well. Great finish. My opponents in 2 cups have 14 and 16 points. I mean, the bloke I'm playing has... I'm going to have a look now. I think he's going to beat me because of the fact I took a -12, if I'm being honest. He's got 24 points. He's got Jurian Timber no-show. He's got Wilson on the bench, so he'll come on for Wilson. Wilson will come on for him. He's got Cherky with a 13-pointer. I've got Verts at the moment. He's got Thiago versus Ekitike. He did have Haaland captain. He's also got Sucker and Rice. So at the moment, he's kind of winning that. And he's got Gahey, James, and Cash to come and Roofs. Yeah, I kind of need a massive Ekitike haul in the second half to stand a chance against him, I think. Then it could be on. Then it actually could be on. But it's going to depend a lot on that, I think. Yeah, Ekitike captain looking good at the moment, I would agree. He is very close to it, Gary. I think you'll find he'll probably get it in the second half when he scores, mate, and gets all 3. I'm just predicting the future. Wolves are 2-0 down. They're probably the floodgates will open. Gave Saka an own goal assist when the cartel captained him, but they won't do the same thing for Thiago after they sold him. Yeah, probably. Had 2.1 in the bank, could have done it. What I'm actually on 24 points, not great. I mean, no one's on big points this week, unless you triple captain Dorgu. So lucky to have Reinders as first sub going to come on for Timber. That's very nice. That's very nice. Yeah, I was thinking that. Saka got assist for own goal the other week. Yeah, but the difference between that Bournemouth own goal and the Saka one, Saka hit the post, it hit the goalkeeper, it went in. It didn't touch any other player, it just hit the goalkeeper and went in. That's why it was an assist. That one that Bournemouth literally hit 3 Bournemouth players before it hit Petrovic. For it to be an assist, it can't hit more than one other player. It literally hit 3 Bournemouth players. It just happened to be the last one was Petrovic. It's a clear own goal, no assist. Yeah, the rules are very picky, but that sucker one was by the letter of the way they've written the assist rules in FPL was an assist. That one today for Bournemouth, that was just a horrendous team own goal. It was just a calamity. That's what it was. The Trig unit called it Verts. Yes, we did Trig. We've got Verts. We do. I mean, it was inevitable. This was the moment to jump back on the Verts train, I feel. And he had been looking good. I'd been watching Liverpool the last 4 weeks, as we know, and I kept saying the one player I think I like the look of the most outside of Ekitike is Verts, and sure enough, he's banged. I mean, imagine being Gary and not bringing in Verts and bringing in Cunha instead. Sheep. Petrovic. I mean, the good thing is at least he's got rid of Petrovic. He's doing well there with that move. I'll grant him that. Yeah, it was Diakate. It had nothing to do with Thiago, that second goal. I know he kicked the ball into the box, but kicking the ball into the box doesn't equal an assist, unfortunately. The Bournemouth goal was funny. I'll be back with full time. Nice. Let's hope for a Brighton comeback. I hope so as well. Ekitike needs one more goal, and I'm cooking. I agree. I'm already on a green. If only I captained Haaland last week, I'd be so high. Sadly, it's correct. No assist for Thiago. We've been unlucky. Yeah, Vert's been fantastic. It was coming. I agree. Vert's running the show at Liverpool will be a bonus monster also. Yeah, I agree. I think he's on track for 3 bonuses, things stand. He was going to start Burnley keeper anyway. Yeah, I know. Well, the Burnley keeper's on track for... Yeah. I don't know why he did it, Trig. I don't know why he did it. Either he should have sold Semenyo if he was buying Kelleher, or just not bought Kelleher this week. I mean, he's done well, but just... I don't know what he's done. His moves make no sense to me, as I said. I don't understand it. I don't know why you'd buy a goalkeeper that's playing one of your attackers. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like he got pressured into the move by not only FPL review, but then Nightmare saying you're just putting off points. I mean, he could get lucky and Kelleher gets a clean sheet, but it'd be quite funny if Semenyo scores in the second half. All right, if Semenyo goes off and then Creepy Jr. scores in the second half, that'd be pretty funny. I'd pay to see that. Me and you know Arsenal defenders at Brighton score like with Wolves. We look like, yeah, exactly. Cunha wasn't a bad transfer. He's a good captain shout against Wolves. Yep, not best week to buy a keeper. Verts is that player. If I could play football again at a high level, let me play like him. Cherky a close second. Yeah, nice. Review loves Kelleher. I know, it does. I mean, in fairness, I'm just looking at like Brentford's fixtures now. I mean, they're not keeping a clean sheet 3 of the next 4. I don't think. That's just my gut feel anyway. All right, let's update the graphic for the second half. We're about to get underway. The games are coming back out. The teams are coming back out, sorry. Let's get the second half up and running. All right, Ekitike goal. That's all we want in the second half. Ekitike brace from here would be amazing. That would hit like crack. 16 points. I'd love to see that. Then we could definitely say the hit was definitely worth the hit. All right, let's have a look. Let's get this up and running. There we go. Second half. We're getting the players out. They're just going through their little pre-second half warm-up, whatever you want to call it. Cherky better than Foden. It could be Trig. I mean, in fairness, Foden was so close to scoring today. So I feel like on another day, it could easily have been a Foden haul as well as a Cherky haul, but alas, it was a Cherky haul and a Foden blank today. Doggish shout. I mean, if you're risky for the biscuit, you could do it. All right, Brighton are making 2 changes here. It's Weefer on and Minte. And going off is someone. Someone's going off. Anyway, the second half is about to recommence. Arsenal are about to get us underway. And we are live. Second half is now officially live. Let's hope for a few more goals in the second half. Come on, Ekatike. Let's do it. All right, get my little screen back up down there. Oh, so Thiago nearly had another assist. Dang it. Need Wilson to step up. Cherky, so fun to watch. He is very tempting to watch. He's a very good player. Very good player indeed. Oh, referee gets out of the way. All right, so we're still at halftime in the Brentford-Bournemouth game and the Burnley-Everton games. Don't know why those games are still at halftime, especially Burnley-Everton. There's been no goals in that game. Why did they finish later? Are they just having an extra half-time little interruption? I'm not sure. Either way. Minte Hall incoming. I think you're dreaming, Gary. Based off what I saw in that first half, Arsenal's clean sheet looks about as secure as anything. It's Gruder and De Kuyper that went off at half-time, in case anyone's wondering. Oh, here we go. Jorginho Ruda trying to get in. No, nothing doing. Come on, Ekatike. Let's cook some goals. I'd take another Verts goal as well, to be fair. 15-pointer from him would be quite nice. Tarkowski goal would hit pretty nicely as well, I'd say. I mean, there's been nothing in that game at all from what I can see. So hopefully he does the job in the second half. Just goes to, I mean, Minte's first contribution, kicking the ball out of play. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? I've got to turn this aircon back up, man. I'm freezing my ass off here. Oh, what have I done there? There we go. That's better. Literally freezing away here. In the summer. Mum's aircon's really good. It's better than my aircon at home, I can tell you that much. Suck of a nice little DC contribution there. Hopefully there's some goals early in the second half. Liverpool versus Wolves has started about as slowly as it finished the first half. It's like they're strolling now. Like they've got their 2-0 lead. They're like hoping Wolves come out so they can hit them on the counter. I'm not really too sure. Rice over the top goes to absolutely no one. And Yokeres fouls. Yokeres, man. Every time I watch Yokeres, I just think, I'm just glad we didn't buy him. I'm glad we didn't buy him because it would have been exactly the same way as Eric Ten Hag got flogged over the fact that he bought Anthony for all that money. I feel like that would have been Amarin getting flogged for buying a crap striker for that amount of money. Minte into the box, trying to make Gary happy. No luck. Oh, Yokeres. Nah, nothing doing there. Oh, he's trying. He can't do anything. Van Heck does it pretty easily. Is Timber injured? Yeah, I believe. I don't know why he's not in the squad. He's just not there. Apparently, I'm not sure why. I don't actually have the reasoning why he's not there. But Calafiori, I can tell you, did get injured in the warm-up. So if you're wondering where Calafiori is, he got injured. How random. The week I free hit it, I had Timber and Calafury. The week after, they both just don't bother to show up. Oh, Brighton with a shot. That was from Weaver, I think. All right, Sucker on the counter now, and he's gone over and he's won the foul. And that's got to be a yellow card there as well, I think, for someone. Oh, and there's a talking to for a Liverpool player here as well. That's McAllister who's getting a talking to. Nothing doing there. No yellow card. Just a nice little, don't do that again, please. Oh, he's lucky. He kind of almost stamped on him. Dunk's been booked for Brighton, in case anyone was wondering who that was, the foul was by. Going to miss this Arsenal clean sheet because Timber out, but Thiago is in for him. Nice. Imagine another Fulham CS. Then my move for Anderson in game week 16 would have been decent. Anderson booked. Ah, yes, that's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear. Anderson booked. What a flog. Now we just need Jared Bowen to score a goal, and we're in. A Brighton goal would be epic. Wolves goal, apparently. Let's have a look. Wolves corner. Oh, there's two. Wolves have scored. Clean sheet wipeout. Virgil van Dijk owners in the bin. In the bin. Wolves have scored. I told you Wolves would score a goal somehow. And the D-Unit called it yet again. Arsenal pushing here. Trossard back to Odegaard over the bar. But Wolves have got a goal there. Trig is not going to be happy about that. Neither is Gary. I mean, I said Virgil van Dijk, biggest waste of 5.9 million you can find. If you're waiting for that bullet header, it's not coming. And yet again, how have Liverpool conceded? I don't know, but they have. He's onside, I'm pretty sure. Just checking. Yeah, he looks onside. That's going to be 2-1. Our first goal of the second half. Wolves. I can't believe it. Virgil van Dijk owners in the mud. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Oh, there's another goal. Apparently Kevin Sade might have got a brace. Virgil van Dijk smells of poo. I'm just looking at the chat, and apparently Sade's... Oh, Rice! Rice has got a goal! He's got a goal or an assist or something. I think it's a Jorginho Roots own goal, and Declan Rice has got an assist for the D-Unit as well. It's 2-0, and Rice is definitely involved. It's goals galore here. It's raining goals in the start of the second half. There's goal happening. That's exactly what we wanted to see, and the D-Unit is getting some points at long last. Fantastic stuff here. It's a Declan Rice assist. It's a Jorginho Ruta own goal. Wow. Own goals galore in the watch-along here. It's a great header from Ruta right into his own net, and Declan Rice will steal off with an assist for the D-Unit's team. That's what we love to see right there. Wow, all action at the start. I still haven't seen that the Brentford Bournemouth game, but apparently it is a Kevin Sade brace there. All right, here we go. No, we're seeing the Wolves goal. They have not taken us to the Brentford game yet. Virgil van Dijk, violins, love it. Love to see it. I'm just updating these scores briefly while we've had all these goals going. All right, I'm watching the Bournemouth-Brentford game. Wow. Kevin Sade is having some game in that game. That is a brilliant... I don't know who the assist is from. It's not Thiago, but Thiago set that move up and running, and that's a fantastic finish. I think it's Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter with the assist there, I think. I'm sure it's a Lewis Potter assist. I could be wrong. But it is 2-1 in Liverpool versus Wolves. It's 3-0 Brentford. No goals in any of the other games. Burnley versus Everton about as dull as a basket at a picnic that's filled with seafood. And West Ham Fulham about as great a London derby as you'll see in your lifetime. Non-existent at the moment. Tal Malik assist. Sorry. There we go. Harry Wilson also booked. Croupy off 2. Fulham Anderson, yellow card. Love it. Love it. Fantastic. The D-Unit's starting to get some points. The hits are starting to pay off, I think. Slowly. Just need another Ekatike goal, man. Another Ekatike goal, and we'll be back in business. Another Verts goal will be quite nice as well. All right, let's update that. There we go. Scores are updated. I'm going to update my team now. Declan Rice up to 4 points. 27 points now with a minus 12. Oh, Coppola's just completely taken out Trossard. Completely KO'd him. Right back from shopping. Update the scores. Yeah, they're updated, Gary. There you go. Liverpool 2-1. Brentford 3-0. Sorry, I've forgotten the Arsenal one. I knew there was something I've forgotten. My bad. That's 2-0 Arsenal. Got too excited there. It updated everyone else, forgot the Arsenal one. I was more interested in the other games. There we go. Update that in a second. All right, Rice to take a free kick here for Arsenal. Imagine if Wolves scored again. That'd be the stuff of legend. Rice, ball into the box. Decent ball, cleared away by Brighton eventually. Rice gets it, plays it. Wolves pushing here. Wolves looking for a second. Nothing doing. Cleared away by Liverpool. Wolves are looking threatening. I'm not going to lie. It looks like the Liverpool wobble is officially back in business. All right, let's quickly update that. There we go. Sorry, my bad. I've cooked up the wrong score before. There we go. It's 2-0 to the Arsenal. And go here. And we'll update the Rice score. There we go. 4-0 to the Rice. All right, we're going all right. We're cooking some points at long last. People sleeping on, yep, KLP. No chance hits are paying off this week. I took a minus. I think they are. I think they're paying off. Like anyone that Captain Haaland, it looks like Minte's down and injured. He's hobbling. He's definitely hobbling. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's hobbling. I mean, Odegaard's just trying to give AR a yellow card here. That's got nice of him. Will we get a goal in the other two games? That's the key question. I mean, a Jared Bowen goal would be biblical right now. A Jared Bowen goal, 9-pointer. I'll take it all day long. Come on, Alls. The best FPL decision I ever made was not getting Van Dijk when all the sheep did. I know. I said all along, Van Dijk, biggest trap out there. Like Liverpool just somehow, they're a bit like Man United. Find ways to concede goals that make no sense. But yet they do. Oh, here we go. Liverpool on the surge. Ekatike looks inside. Finds a great ball. No, not quite. Cut out by Wolves. Wolves on the surge now. No, Liverpool win the ball back. Verts, what's he got? Plays Ekatike. Oh, it's got to be a foul on the edge of the box. No, it's not. It's play on, apparently. Ekatike, can't believe it. Get up, you idiot. Goals are there to be had. Oh, Brun Larson's just missed a sitter for Burnley. He was onside as well. That would have been a great goal for Burnley. But he's missed it. He's just put it over the bar. That was so close to 1-0. I tell you what, if I'd known Jack Grealish was out of that game, I would have predicted 0-0 in that game. I just can't see Everton scoring a goal without Jack Grealish. Watkins benched. Wow. Please, Brighton, goal. Rice, baby. What has he got? Hopefully another assist to be nice. It's amazing. Literally, Declan Rice literally returns every single week. It's unbelievable. Declan Rice giving him a piece of his mind. I love to see it. Just don't get booked, you idiot. Yokros with a great chance there and shot, but nothing doing. All right, Liverpool versus Wolves. Looks like there's a corner here for Liverpool. It's going to be McAllister corner. Oh, top of the box. He finds Wirtz. And Wirtz shoots, but it's just gone into the side netting. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh, he just didn't connect with it well enough. He didn't connect well with it well enough. It just didn't quite go far enough. I don't think I had the right philosophy on it to get there anyway. Anyways, Chiesa has gone off and Connor Bradley has come on. So we might see a bit more of Frimpong in the right wing position now, you would think. All right, Saka into the box, goes for goal over the top corner. Anybody in the cartel with Sade? Probably not. Yeah, it's their defenders all day long. Come on, Wolves. If he took it for Sade and Cherky, then yeah, but otherwise I don't think the hits are paying out unless Ekatike and Wirtz combine for another goal, which is definitely possible. Wolves are making a triple change as well. -4 for Wirtz captain and Frimpong from Bruno and Hincapié hoping for a Brighton goal. Wirtz second. Rice the GOAT. He is pretty good, old Ricey. He's pretty good, old Declan Rice. Declan Rice with another corner here. What can he conjure? Direct goal would be nice from Rice. Not going to lie. Tell you what, Wolves are going for it at Anfield. They're not being undaunted. I still can't believe they scored, which is hilarious. I was like, my wildest punt this week was Wolves are going to score a goal somehow. And they did. I still don't know how they did it. I did that with blind faith more than anything else. Declan Rice is having a bit of fun out there with whoever number 24 is for Brighton. I can tell you that much. Early move, Senesi to Dallo. Honestly, Dallo's a really good shout. I think I might even move Vandenberg to him myself. It would make a lot of sense. Just a 3-week punt and just play the fixtures. Because if Dallo plays like he did against Newcastle last night, he's actually a half decent shout, you know. All right, Brighton, what do they got? Can they conjure anything? That looked like a corner for Wolves there. I don't think they've given it, though. Come on, West Ham. Find a Bowen goal. How hard is it? Minte, what's he got? Oh, they've hit the post. Oh, they've scored. Brighton have scored. It's 2-1. Brighton have got a goal back. It's Gomez with the goal. And there'll be no clean sheet there for Arsenal either. Clean sheet wipeouts across the board here for the big teams. And that's a goal. I mean, Brighton back in the game. That is, yeah, great finish. What am I doing there? There we go. Crazy. There we go. We've got goals galore. I mean, that was not expected. Gomez with the goal. It was Ayari, I think, with the shot. Or someone with the shot. Someone had a shot. It wasn't Minte, I can tell you that much. Minte put the ball into the box, but it wasn't him that had the shot. And it was the shot that hit the post and fell for Gomez, who's then just put it away. Unhappy Timber is out now. Beto with a chance for Everton. Oh, if that had gone in, that would have been a very cheeky finish, it has to be said. But it's not. And Dubravka keeps it at 0-0 in that game as well. He's probably on track for 3 bonus, I'd say, Dubravka, based off what I've seen. That Brighton pushing for a second. Oh, double chance there for, I think it's Gomez again on the edge of the box, number 26, whoever that is. I'm sorry, I'm trying to update the scores here at the moment. But yeah, it's 2-1 there in that game. And Brighton have woken up. They've woken up after halftime. Arsenal starting to crumble a little bit. Starting to feel the pressure of the fact they're no longer top of the pile. And now Arsenal are just kicking the ball away. Brighton are all over them at the moment. Maybe we'll see Gabriel come on soon because it's looking pretty dire. There we go. Score updated, 2-1. All right, Liverpool pushing into the box. What they got? Oh, good chance there. All right, West Ham over to London. What do we got here? Jared Bowen. Oh, he's missed. Oh, he's barely missed. Unbelievable. Oh, that was almost the moment we've been waiting for all game. He's hit it. It's literally kissed the post as it goes wide. Oh, that is infuriatingly close. Jared Bowen with an almost moment. Curtis Jones almost for Liverpool as well, forcing a save from Jose Sarr in goal there. Ari hit the post. Yeah, I was right. Only a Katike's captain can save my week. Dorgo or Dallo is the question. Bowen, I know. Bowen's so close. So close. Oh, my days. Is what it is. You can't win them all. All right. Arsenal on the attack now, finally. It's Odegaard. He's still got the ball. Gravenberch slipped. Should have been another. I know. I just seen that. Gravenberch made a meal of it. He could have had a 15-pointer. Oh, this is some good move here. I don't know who's on the run here, but this is a really good run. Kirkes has literally just been assaulted. Surely the ref's going to book him for dissent. He's surely going to get booked. I mean, Kirkes literally just got he looked like he got kicked in the chest. I don't know what he's complaining about. Cue the cartel preaching. Gabriel is coming on for Arsenal. He's coming on for Arsenal. He's probably coming on for Lewis Skelly, I'd suggest. Or someone. Gabriel Jesus is about to come on as well for Arsenal. They're not making the changes just yet, but they're close to it. All right, it's going to be a free kick here for Liverpool. After Kirk has literally got, I don't know, kicked the crap out of. Now there's people going down the box. They're arguing. I don't know what's going on. Mosquera's not happy about something. I had no idea what's going on in that game. A lot of kerfuffle about it. A lot of kerfuffle. All right, Verts is on the edge of the box. That's all I know, and that's where I'd be playing it. And they're not playing it there. They play it into the box. Verts on the edge. One back there by someone. Now Ekitike is down on the ground. That's not good news. What's wrong with him? I don't know why Ekitike's gone down there. He's literally just fallen to the floor. Why has he gone down on the floor? Oh my God. That is embarrassing. I've just watched Ekitike put on probably the worst performance of acting I've ever seen in my life. That is criminal. If I own players that do that on the football field, that's embarrassing. Why is Lindelof starting for Villa? I don't know, because he left Man United. That's all I can tell you. He's fine now. Gabriel will take a few weeks to get fit and match up anyway. I'm not going there yet. Cashed out my bet. City, Arsenal, Bournemouth, both to score and win. 311 from 10. But fair. Yep. Mark Gui not in the Chelsea squad. What a surprise. Did I not say relying on Mark Gui on your bench? Gary View did not listen. I told him. Reckon we get any more goals in the Arsenal game? I'm not sure. My cup now is 24-24. The fight in the mud. Oh, man, that's mad. He's fine now. Soft as marshmallow. Book him. Power injured as Lindelof starts. Come on, Liverpool. Get another goal, man. How hard is it? And Bowen, can you please bloody well score a goal? That would be nice. What a weird game that is. That I'm just looking at that. That Fulham West Ham game is just a weird game of football. All right, we're into the last 20-odd minutes of every game now. We still have no goals at either Burnley, Everton, and West Ham, Fulham. So we've only got 9 goals across 5 games. A very, very low scoring Christmas set of fixtures, to be fair, so far. And with the games that are coming, I don't think it's going to be a high scoring week at all. Like, I just think there's not going to be many goals. It's a very good week for the bench boost at the moment. Anyone that bench boosted with Burnley or Everton assets looking like a genius at the moment. Provided, obviously, that game stays at 0-0. Anyone seen Rahi? I haven't seen him. Wilson wasteful for West Ham. Bowen teed it up. All Tim Ronalds will get Fulham defender CS coming off bench. My safety score is 36. Is that including my -8? That just means you will need to get 44 points, and then that would be correct. All right, Danny Welbeck's coming on for Brighton now. They're really going for the win. Danny Welbeck is on. He loves the goal, especially against his former clubs. And he did used to play for Arsenal. He always loved scoring against Man United as well. Let's see if he repeats the trick against Arsenal here. Fulham are 10 points clear of West Ham, so they don't need to win, just not concede. Exactly. West Ham need to win that game. As I said, if they can't beat Fulham today, they're in trouble. Especially with Bournemouth losing. This is a great... Oh, what is Bart Simpson doing there? He's got away with one. He's got away with one there, folks. Oh, Danny Welbeck. That's a nice piece of play from the Welbeck. Oh, no, it's Minte, sorry. Not Welbeck. Getting too excited. Now, the DCs across the board today are very low. Van Heck's gone up front. I can't believe Rice has only got 3 DC out there today. Oh, there's another goal. Brentford Bournemouth has got a goal in it. Brentford clean sheet wiped out. Missed me. Wait, so someone's saying we have to back-to-back Anderson clean sheets. I believe that's correct at the moment. Wait, I can't believe Brentford have conceded. Who scored? I mean, I can't believe Bournemouth have scored. Sorry. Have they actually clean sheet wiped out? I mean, Kelleher, what a transfer from Gary View. Semenyo the GOAT, apparently. What? Semenyo goal. Wow, that's very good for Semenyo. Oh, Minte! Oh! What a save from Raya. I thought that was in. I thought Minte had scored a beauty, but he hasn't. That looked like it was in. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was in. That is an unbelievably good save from David Raya. He doesn't make many saves, but my God, did he make a good one then. I wonder how Gary feels that Semenyo's taken out his Kelleher clean sheet wipeout. As I said, I didn't understand the transfer. Why would you buy a keeper that's playing your attacker and then play them? It just doesn't make any sense to me. He would have won. He would have. He literally would have. Mad. All right, I'm going to back the chat in that it's actually a Semenyo goal. I've not yet seen it, but we're just going to call it anyway. David Ray is getting some treatment. So here we go. We're about to see the Semenyo goal. Oh, nice goal from Semenyo. Nice little flick round the corner. That's a very nice goal to blank the clean sheet there. There we go. Unbelievable. So no Brentford clean sheet, no Kelleher points for Gary, but he gets the Semenyo points, which probably are just going to be the goal, I'd suggest. All right, we'll update that score. Why Semenyo? I lost my patience and he's returned every week since I sold. Has he been booked? If he hasn't been booked, the problem is I think Semenyo's leaving. And he's going to be a sell. If he goes to Man City, he's 100% a sell. Because he's just not going to be playing as many games. His minutes are going to go completely unsecure. And that's what he's got to work out. Is does he want to go and try and win a trophy there? Or does he want to wait for something that might be a bit better for him in terms of his career progression? There we go. Bournemouth have scored. Basically, Gary swapped Kelleher and Semenyo's points exactly. Only rice cooking tonight is my basmati. Just need that bow and goal. I know bow and goal will be biblical right now. There we go. What Gary said. As I said, Gary, I didn't understand why you made that move this week, especially when you're playing Semenyo. You would have been better off just playing Dubravka. Dubravka looks nailed on for a clean sheet. Could have had the points and then some. All right, Burnley versus Everton. We're off to, it's another Everton chance. And another Dubravka save. Can you believe it, Gary? Another Dubravka save. He's going to be getting the 3 bonus points, Gary. He's going to be on a track for 10 points on your bench. Semenyo will become Eze, basically. Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more with that comment. What a weird old game that West Ham Fulham game is. That really needs a goal for West Ham, doesn't it? Tarkowski's only on 7 DC. What a fraud. Should have gone with Keane. Oh, Kevin Sade had the chance to make it 4. Oh, he couldn't do it. He could have had a hat-trick. He could have had a hat-trick. Kevin Sade loves a hat-trick. Far out. The way Bournemouth play, man, they're so open. It's yeah, really bizarre. Really, really bizarre. Anyone go to play Dubravka next week at home to Newcastle? I mean, I probably would, to be honest. The only rice that's being cooked today is Declan Rice. Are we going to get any late goals? Any late goals? Dubravka's on track for 3 bonus. Keane on 2. Mikolenko on 1. Keane's cleaning up in that game. He's on track for a 10-pointer as well. There's been no yellow cards in that Burnley-Everton game either. Like, not a card in that game. There's only been 4 saves to Dubravka, none for Pickford. That tells you all you need to know about how boring that game has been. On 52 points, up to 134k. Nice. That's pretty good. Need us an SEDC. Yep, what Rahi said. Could have gone with a few more Ekitike points here. So hopefully there's a late goal in this game or something. Honestly, it looks like Wolves are more likely pushing for an equaliser more than Liverpool are pushing for a third, to be honest. Wolves with another chance over the bar. It was a half chance. It wasn't a very good chance, but it was a half chance. Wolves looking the more likely to score. Yeah, exactly what I just thought. All right, Rice into the box. Declan Rice tries to smash it across goal. He wins a corner. I mean, I don't know what Liverpool are doing in this half. They've been a team of 2 halves of late as well. Very good at one half, not very good in the other one. Have Fulham actually scored? Oh dear, it's all over for West Ham. They will be getting relegated. Well, it looks like Fulham have scored. Unbelievable. Raul Jimenez goal. Who got the assist, Rahi? I can't believe that's the last thing. Wilson assist. God damn it. Yeah, apparently it's a Raul Jimenez goal, apparently. That's a handball from Jesus, surely. Well, West Ham, I think, might actually be cooked. They might be done. If they lose to Fulham at home, they are probably cooked this season, I reckon. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. What a ball in from Wilson. That is a great ball in from Wilson. And Raul Jimenez puts it away and makes it 1-0. And I tell you what, the London Stadium are not going to be happy with that. That is a very big blow to West Ham's survival chances, I'd say. What an absolute... He's completely missed it. Whoever number 30 is has completely missed it for West Ham. He should have cleared it before it got back to Wilson, and that is just a really poor piece of play. All right, Ekatike's off, so my captain's off for 5 points. Fantastic. Well, at least he beat Haaland, but not by much. Cody Gakpo's coming on to replace him in the 85th minute, in case anyone's wondering. Oh, where are we at? Can't believe Fulham have scored. Mad. Arsenal looking for the... Oh, no, not quite. Oh, they are on the break. Here we go. No, Brighton have done enough to win it back. No, they haven't. Arsenal still pushing here down the outside. Oh, Wolves almost with a chance there. Far. What an interception from Bradley. That would have been a tap in for Wolves. It would have been 2-2. What are Liverpool doing? They've been pretty poor in the second half. It has to be fair. Far out. That would have been some storyline if Wolves had come from 2-0 down to equalise. I mean, Brighton are making another 2 changes here. They're really going for it. They are going for the equaliser. I mean, I don't know what's going on in that Liverpool game. Yeah, I benched Wilson as well. I'd suggest I'm probably on a red arrow, but it's not going to be by much, to be honest. Wilson has outscored Foden. Need a D-Unit apology video. I think he's still a trap, to be honest. He's only on 5 points. He's on 4 points. I wouldn't say he's scored massive amounts of points. Like, 4 points, are we really counting that as a return? Like, he's got a yellow card. I don't think, maybe he's getting a bonus. I don't know. Let's have a look. No, he's not getting bonus. I'm going to double check that before I actually say that, though. Where are we at? Yeah, Wilson's on the bonus. He's on 4 points and he's got a yellow card. So, yeah, he's got 2 extra points than Foden. Congratulations. Yeah, I know. Literally, they did get lucky, the Haaland lot. You must be the only ones that remember what Tina say. How does Sinesi have DC? I have no idea. Thiago matched him. Should have smashed him. Tagging him out. Ray versus Till 2026. I mean, the Liverpool game, I can't believe they're only winning 2-1. Wolves have actually... I feel like Liverpool just played poor in the second half. They played very poor in the second half, I felt like Liverpool. It'd serve them right if Wolves actually scored again. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. How's Lewis Potter missed? How has Lewis Potter missed the 4th? How's he missed from there? He was onside as well. How's he missed? Watch the Bournemouth versus Brentford highlights back, and that has got to be the miss of the season from Lewis Potter. The miss of the season by some distance. He's literally headed it from inside the 6-yard box. Hincapi's just been booked for Arsenal, FYI, in case anyone's got him. Can Wolves find an equaliser? That's what I want to know. Harry Potter should have let Thiago score. Any more DC for Tarkowski? He's on 8 at the moment. I've look at my points at the end of this game, and then I'll try and work out where I'm at. You're the Jake Paul of admins. Oh, Fulham. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I thought I'd done that. I did. Actually, I've downloaded it. I just haven't updated it. Didn't want to give Fulham the credit. Waiting for the West Ham equaliser. 4 minutes of injury time in that West Ham Fulham game, by the way. There we go. That's just for you, Colm. Just for you. No nudge there. He won the ball. 5 minutes of injury time in Liverpool versus Wolves. Wolves pushing, more likely to score than Liverpool at the moment. Burnley versus Everton, nothing going on in that game at the moment. And there's been nothing going on there for most of the game from what I can work out. Tarkowski's hit DC. Tarkowski's hit the DC threshold. He's just hit 10. And he's into 1 bonus point now as well. What a man. I mean, Keane's getting 2, but I'll take 1. I'll take a 9-pointer from my defender. I held him. I brought him in early for this moment for a 9-pointer on the bench. Well, on the field, actually, this week, obviously. Oh, Burnley with a great chance. Oh, I tell you what, Tarkowski's clean sheet should not be a clean sheet. Fleming desperately, I mean, he was offside anyway. I think he would have been offside. But that is so unlucky. He hit the inside of the post and it just doesn't spin in. It spins out and it doesn't go in. That's all you need to know. Every game into stoppage time now. Liverpool subbing Wirtz, so Wirtz will finish with just the 1 goal. Brighton pushing for a second. Can they find one? Rice is baking a lung-busting run into the box. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, he tries to find Saka, the unselfish man. Should have kept going. Get onside, Rice. Get onside. All right, backstick, Rice's head. Let's go. I can't believe we're going to have a 0-0. Like, a Christmas cracker. Of course, Burnley Everton is 0-0. I mean, that game probably decided by the fact Jack Grealish didn't bother to show up. But I'll take a 9-pointer. I'm hoping we can survive as well. Wow, Burnley nearly ruined Tarkowski. I know, Trig. Can't believe it. But we're going to get 9 points, I think. FYI, if you followed the free hit stacking, West Ham has lost to Fulham. They're going to get relegated. That game's finished 1-0. Well done to Fulham. Gary finally getting some Anderson points on field. Oh, Saka's missed. Saka with a great chance there for a breakaway goal has fluffed it. Absolutely fluffed it. Could not finish a biscuit. He was offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. Yeah, poor effort. Poor effort from Saka. All right, Liverpool versus Wolves looks like it might finish 2-1. If Semenyo didn't score, I'd be on a green arrow of a -8 hit. That's pretty mad. Yeah, I think that goal's actually going to kill me as well, to be honest. I'm going to have a look at what my team looks like at the moment. But let's have a look at that overall cup. Where are we at? Semenyo's getting 2 bonus. Shardo's getting 3. Scott's getting 1. Senesi got the DC, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. He got the DC. He got to 10 at long last. Collins got 14. Coyote 13. Asia with 21. Wow. Sucker's getting 1 bonus point. Odegaard 3. Gomez 2. Rice is 2 DC away from getting the DC. I don't think he's going to get there because I think that's going to be the end of the game. Rice came late for the DC, just couldn't quite get there. All right, that's it. That's finished. Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. We're still going in 3 of the games. Liverpool versus Wolves is about to finish 2-1. Where are we at? Where are we at? Overall, there we go. Yeah, I've definitely lost the overall cup. The guy I'm versing's got Cherky and Semenyo. That happens, unfortunately. Kevin Sharda's got a hat-trick. Unbelievable. There's a late goal. Oh, Bournemouth are finished. Kevin Sharda with a great goal. 4-1. A late goal there for a Kevin Sharda hat-trick. Insane. What a unbelievable. A late goal there. 4-1 to Brentford. That's actually crazy. A Kevin Sharda hat-trick. I think it was a Lewis Potter assist. I could be wrong. That might be the second time I've got that wrong tonight. 4-1. Crazy. Oh, Damsgaard assist. Sharda was a better pick than Cunha after all, I know. That's actually crazy. He had to wait a few weeks for it, but my God, did he deliver when he got there. Oh my God. The A-team, the dude that's leading the thing you can beat the D-Unit mini league, has Ekatike captain, Gravenberch, and he's got Kevin Sharda hat-trick on field. That is some week for him. What a week. I was like, oh, he's not having a very good week yesterday. He's having a much better week now. He might actually be the world's top team after this. Where's the overall? How far is he off? So he's number 18 at the moment. 1-2-0-1. He's 40 points off the honest Trundlers. What's he on? Well, he's making ground on the top team. I can tell you that much. A decent amount of ground on the top team. All right, all the games have finished. The only game that did not feature any goals was Liverpool Wolves. Not a surprise, really. Oh, sorry, not Liverpool Wolves. Burnley Everton. I'm getting confused. I'm getting excited about the fact that our guy that's leading the mini league is actually doing super well. All right, second half is officially finished. I said sucker for Sade. Oh, that is brilliant. Anyone who played Dubravka, GG's, exactly. Did Andy FPL get Sade in? No idea. No, he went with Paqueta. He went with Paqueta, I believe. Sinesi got the DC in the end. Tarkowski has hit the DC. Yes, he has. I'm going to have a look at what my... I don't even know if I actually want to have a look, but I'm going to have a look regardless. I've still got 2 players to play. You know what? Not going to lie. I've still got 2 players to play. Mukiele and Sanchez. And I'm almost on a grey arrow. I'm not far off. I'm going to get a red arrow, but it's not going to be by much. Which, all things considering, taking a minus 12 is not bad. Because I feel like the team is really set up for the next few weeks. And I think it'll pay itself off. That's not bad. I'll take that. Only down to 1.8 mil. So that live rank has got me at 1.8 and I started the week at 1.7. I almost covered the minus 12. Not quite, but it's not far off covering it. And next week, I don't have to do anything. However, I do feel like Bowen and Cunha are trolling me. Every time I bring him in, they do nothing. And Bowen really should have scored today. Cunha should have scored last night. They'll get next week, and then I'll think about it. Who's Wilson got next week? Yeah, interesting. I have to keep an eye on that. Rice continues consistently getting the job done. What a man. Tarkowski, 9 points. That's very nice. He ended up getting 12 defensive contributions. What a man. Vert's ending up getting on 10 points. All right, I'm going to quickly update this graphic so we can actually see what my team actually properly looks like. Where are we at? Let's have a look. So Rice is going to end up on 6 points, according to this. I've cooked that. 6. Tarkowski, 9 points. That definitely helps. 10. Bowen, definitely the disappointing one. That is not what the doctor ordered. That looks pretty good. And Wilson ended up with 5, just slightly annoying. I actually considered playing Wilson over Rice, so that turned out to be a good decision in the end. Wilson, 5. 0. All right, and Verbruggen ended up with 1 point. All right, that looks right. And then that's going to be 43. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, let's have a look. Hold on. I need to go to... Bear with me 1 second while I have a quick look at something. $42 points according to live. No more players. No, he still needs 12. Fun fact, Grealish was not even in the squad. Dubravka 10-pointer. Semenyo saved the red arrow. Hope so. I'm TC Cunha next game week. 45 with 2 to go. What are your thoughts on Fulham's clean sheet? How's Big Man Bacard doing with the most template team in history? No idea. Don't bother looking at him. I don't rate him as a content creator at all. I don't even know who the man is, other than the fact that he sounds like a lazy sod that overcharges people for crap advice. That's not even his own. All right, where's my ID? There we go. I need to quickly check this really quickly. Copy. Paste. All right, let's have a look. Did that. Let's find out what this says. I wish you could do this on the actual app, but I haven't been able to find out the page where you can have a look at on the map yet. All right. Yes. Put it in there. All right. Yeah, here we go. Let's have a look. All right, how many players have played for each thing? All right, how many players have people got left to play? All right. Okay, well, the good news is I've actually got more players left than the majority of people to play still. So that's good. That's not too bad. I'll take that. So Mukiele gets a 17-pointer. I could actually get a green arrow still. Um, that's essentially what it comes down to. If Sanchez can keep a clean sheet, we're looking pretty good. So not all hope is lost on the green arrow yet, which is unbelievable when you think about it. Considering how many of these blokes have blanked. I mean, Verts and Ekatike definitely. I mean, Verts paid himself off. 10 points there compared to Saka that I took out, who ended up with 6, I believe. So he beat him by 4. So I covered the -4 there. Ekatike versus Thiago did not pay off, but I did captain him, so you could argue that it didn't pay off. Bowen obviously beat Welbeck by 1 point, so that was a big nothing. And then Cunha beat Bruno by 2 points. Again, not much. The hits have not paid off this week, let's be fair, but I think next week they'll pay themselves off, if that makes sense. And also, I might still end up with a green arrow. The race is on. I need Mukiele and Sanchez to deliver. Sanchez to save a Morgan Rogers penalty would be biblical right now for me. That'd be pretty biblical, I reckon. I've got Lacroix for Timber, so 2 or 3 points. Probably I'm at 33 points, 5 left to play with Palm, my captain. I took a -8 though. Cash and Rodon for me. Just got Gahey left to play against crap Spurs. I have Sanchez and Lacroix to go. Chalobah header, let's go. I mean, that'd be my luck in life. Chalobah, my bench points are just through the roof this week when I benched Chalobah and Wilson. All I want for Christmas is an Enzo hat-trick and a Sanchez clean sheet. Lovely. All right, I'm gonna quickly go and I'm going to go to the top because I've been going for about 4 hours straight here. One of the perks of not having a drink is that I feel much more normal than normal. Also, I'm going to quickly grab a piece of ham from the fridge, I reckon, as well. And then we'll be back. So I'm going to leave that there for a second. And I'll be back very, very shortly. And then we'll have a look at doing the next game. I'm definitely out of the overall cup, though. The overall cup guy has stuffed me. The fact he sold Foden for Cherky and that swing, yeah. He won the game with one move. That is just a really good move. I don't know if he looked at my team and thought I'm going to take him on by bringing in Cherky, but if he did, fair play to him because that is some move by him. A very good move. Anyways, I'll be back very shortly. Hang around. I put a break sign up, but the chair's going to talk to you anyway. So I'll see you all in a sec. Brad couldn't have a save point. That's ridiculous. I got Martinez and Rogers. Cash, Rogers, Neto, and Gahey left for me. Also, I'm eating some Christmas ham. Mint. All right, let's see if I can set up the next thing. Hold on with me. All right, where are we at? Let's go here. I need a... Who's playing next? Chelsea, Aston Villa. Right, I need to... Oh, I know what I need. I've already done this, I think. I feel like I set this up earlier. No, I did not. I'm not that intelligent. I thought I was that intelligent. I'm not. All right, let's change that. So Arsenal go back to the top of the Premier League as things stand. Obviously, they can't be overtaken because they will go back 2 points clear from City. Aston Villa have the chance to obviously put the pressure back on as well because obviously they are quite high up at the moment. All right, let's get that Chelsea logo on there. All right. There we go. Chelsea logo on. Aston Villa. Bring them up. There we go. Got that up. All right. I'm going to get the chat back on screen. It's going to look a little bit messy when I do this, but there's no other way of doing it because unfortunately I'm on my laptop and there's physically no other way I can do this. All right, first half. There we go. That looks good. You know, I'm actually, not going to lie, I'm actually quite happy with the game week. I know I'm on a red arrow, but Man United have won. And I still don't know how we won that game of football. And I mean, to be fair, if you take a -12, do you really expect to get a green arrow? The answer is no. But I didn't just take it expecting to make it back this week straight out the gate. I thought I'd go close this week if a few things went my way. Unfortunately, Ekatike and Bowen just didn't quite produce the goods, and neither did Cunha. But the next few weeks look really good for those teams, so I feel like I put myself in a good spot. It'll make more sense over the coming weeks when I think I'm going to go on a bit of a tear again. All right, let's see if hopefully I've done this correctly. I hope I downloaded that. Did I download that correctly? Let's have a look. I did. That's good. All right. We'll go for the lineups quickly in a second. I'm going to change that overlay in a minute as well. But the lineups for the Chelsea versus Aston Villa game are as follows. All right. For Chelsea, it is Sanchez in goal, James at right back, Baladashvili, Chalobah, and Kukurea in the back line. In the midfield, it's Caicedo with Enzo Fernandez. It's Garnacho off the left, Palmer in the 10, Pedro Neto off the right, and it's João Pedro up top. For Aston Villa, it's Martinez in goal, Maatsen at left back, Konza and Lindelof at centre back, Cash off the right, Kamara and Tielemans in midfield, Rogers on the left, Buendia in the 10, McGinn off the right, and it's Marlon starting up top for Aston Villa. On the bench for Chelsea, it's Jorgensen, Adebayo, Tosin, I should just say Tosin, Liam Delap, Gittins, Santos, Gusto, Fofana, Acheampong, and Estevao. I'm surprised Fofana's starting on the bench in this game, to be honest. That is a bit surprising. Whenever Baladashvili starts, Chelsea's defence is no good. For Aston Villa, it's on the bench, it's Bizzo, Watkins, Luka Dean, Garcia, Sancho, Never heard of this guy before. Jalmadine Jimma Aloba. Who the hell is that? Anana, Bogard, and Hemmings. A couple of no-names I've never even heard of. Who are these people and who are they? Rogers needs to cook 30% possession. Chalobah, come on. Anderson, another clean sheet is mad. I know. 5 clean sheets. He's got more clean sheets than he had for the entire last season. I mean, he only got 5 points because he got no DC. He got a yellow card, and so he only got 5 points. It wasn't a huge swing. Hincapi maybe a sell, but Timber didn't play. Yep. Timber will be back soon. A very mild injury. Is that 27 points before or after the -12? That's 30. Actually, that's wrong. I didn't update that. Sorry. I've downloaded that. Sorry, I've not updated that graphic. My bad. My team is actually as this. I'm actually on a lot more points than that. Hold on. Sorry. I'm actually technically on. I'm on 31 points after the -12, which all things considered is not too bad. I feel like I got away with one. Like, it's just a shame Ekatike didn't score in that instead of hitting the post in that first half. Because if he'd scored, I wouldn't be on the minus. I'd actually be on a green arrow. Like, that's the difference sometimes you get the rub of the green, sometimes you don't. If that had come in, it would have been a Verts assist and a Ekatike goal, and all of a sudden I'm on a green arrow instead of a small red. It's not a very big red arrow. I'm up down to 1.8 million. So I've still got 2 players to play, which is pretty much the average across the board from what I could see. Mukiele got a strong chance of a clean sheet potentially tomorrow. Sanchez, you don't know what this game's going to entail. If it's a 0-0, I'm going to be very happy. If Sanchez saves a penalty, I'll be even happier. Trig as well will be very happy if Sanchez saves a penalty. So I feel like me and Trig are hoping for the same thing. I mean, Kevin Sade, though, if you had him, green arrows for days. 20 points. Like, when he's on, he's on. He could actually be a pretty valid option. I'm just watching that own goal again, man. That own goal for Bournemouth is just classic. Like, they're just showing it back on, like, it's literally 3 Bournemouth players combined to get an own goal. It's unbelievable how that's gone in. Kevin Shea, he's just had a great game. It's just an unbelievably good game for him. Crazy. My differential pick got a 10-pointer. Very nice, Trig. Mine got none. I went with Canade. Got absolutely cooked. I can't believe Gary got a 20-pointer. Takes him to the top. I mean, what I don't understand, Gary can pick a differential pick. Why has he not got him in his own team? Like, Review loves Sade as well. Review was telling him to buy Sade and Gary just didn't listen. He didn't listen. Instead, he buys Kelleher. He could have played Dubravka. What a clown. Sorry, I'm just going back and catching up on some of the chat I missed. Sorry. Zero trust in Watkins. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Watkins isn't starting. Too many hits, mate. Worst feeling when your score is already low and you still have to... I actually don't mind it, mate. I honestly... I was about that close away from the hit completely playing itself off in that Liverpool game. Like, that is the difference. About that much of a width of a post. I'm not here complaining. I know the risks, but I like playing with risk. Sade is tempted to get in if he and Thiago will keep it going, but maybe Rogers needed in a few weeks' time, maybe. Andre will start. Yep. Do Liverpool defence assets still worth it? No, definitely not. They can't keep clean sheets. Virgil van Dijk has been the biggest fraud since people moved for him that I've called all season. He's kept one clean sheet, and even that was lucky. And people are still waiting for that Virgil van Dijk bullet header, which is never coming. Academy Youngster, thank you very much, Stephen. Can't wait to get rid of Van Dijk after the Burnley game for Gabriel. 24 points after -4. Need Chalobah to cook. Ekatike captain next week is on versus Leeds. Probably not for me. Triple toffee defense came in. Winner with chicken dinner. I was like, free hit draft. I was like going triple ball. You had Michael Keane, Pickford, and Tarkowski. They literally combined for like 26 points. Should have free hitted this week. I'm out of the overall cup as well. I mean, it's pure luck if you win that, to be honest. The real cup, the thing you can beat the D-Unit Cup, is about to commence, though. I think we've got a couple of game weeks till that starts. I've decided I'm going to send the winner of the cup a shirt as well. So whoever wins the D-Unit Cup, you'll get a free shirt from me. I went Cunha instead of Sade. Yeah, I think most people did probably. Have Gay in DCL left. A Gay clean sheet and a DCL goal might save the week. Don't know how you're going to quite get that. Maybe Gay gets subbed off early and then DCL scores, but it could happen. Sade scored a hat-trick last season and then disappeared. He'll do the same again, possibly. I've just checked. I'm 61 points and nobody left. That's a pretty good score, Colm. I think you're on a green arrow this week, mate. 2 home games in a row against poor defences. Sealed it for me to bring Sade in this game week. Minus Cherky on the bench, lol. Oh, no. Pino to outscore him tomorrow. Possible mark, but Thiago partnership seems strong this season. Timmer and Calafiori in my team. Minte and Jow from the bench. Do we get chips again? Yes, in game week 20 you'll have access to all the chips again. It's wraps for West Ham, right? Or the January window could say. They need to sign half a new team. They literally need to sign half a new team if they're going to be making a comeback. Who should I bring in for Thiago? Got Haaland and Ekatike. Do I cheap and have replaced on the bench and upgrade midfield or work or the Gabriel? I don't know. To be honest with you, I felt like Bowen was a no-brainer, but if you've got Thiago, I think I'd just keep him, to be honest. I don't think there's much of a muchness. I think it's like chopping and changing for the sake of chopping and changing. If I'm being brutally honest, I feel like that's possibly what I've done. And I could have just saved myself a transfer and not bothered with Bowen. But I quite like Bowen. I quite like... The missus supports West Ham, so I'm kind of like a little bit partial to getting him in as well. So I feel like that's on me more than anything else. But I do think he'll come good, hopefully. Well, I hope he does anyway. All right, let's get back out of here. Let's find this game. All right, where are we at? Why can't I see it? There we go. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Oh, I was like, what's going on here? It's right. I'm just blind. I can't read. At the D-Unit Cup, if you're in the league, you're automatically entered into it. It'll start. I can tell you what's happening. Hold on one sec. I'll have a look. It will commence in... Starts in game week 28. As long as you're in the league by game week 28, the fixtures will be determined in game week 27. So yeah, make sure you're in the league by game week 27. What can I say? There'll be a free shirt up for grabs. Whoever wins that will win themselves a shirt as well as the person that wins the actual league. I decided, if there's a prize for the overall cup, there can be a prize for the thing you can beat the D-Unit Cup as well. So why the hell not? Let's do that for the people. What's happening? I'm good. Good to see you, D, today. Hope you had a good Christmas, buddy. I've lost my hot streak since returning to the UK for Christmas. I live in North Korea. Would you still ship the shirt? Yes. provided they accept it into the country. Made inroads in my cash mini leagues. Nice. Are you doing your Chelsea Villa watch on? I'm just going to continue this stream. Going to go straight into it in a second. The code is top left of the screen. Yeah, exactly what Colm said. Is it worth taking a -4 Virgil? I definitely wouldn't be going to Anderson with Virgil van Dijk, but by all means, if you think he's really worth it and you want a -4, by all means. West Ham need God on their team. They do. After today, my wildcard 19 is going to be a minefield. Legit. I've been top of my cash league for 2 months now. Slowly, yeah, I know what you mean. Come on then. Best Virgil van Dijk replacement, one transfer. Diego Dallo this week for 3-week punt. I bought in Raya as my long-term keeper this week rather than just playing Dubravka, and I fully deserve to lose all those points. Can't wait for my Sheffield Wednesday shirt. Love it. All right. Let's do it. Let's swap this over to the other one. You'll have to bear with me while it looks a little bit messy, but there's not a hell of a lot I can do about it. But I've got the thing ready to go. Let's quickly update this image. Sorry, we're going to actually, hold on, we're going to do this first. That looks really bad. There we go. That's my actual team for the week. Then we're going to go down here. I'm going to change this to the Chelsea Villa game. There we go. There we go. We're all set. 0-0. We're ready. First half ready to go. I'm going to try and update that graphic so you can actually see my team's points before bonus goes in as well. Don't know how I'm quite going to do that, but I'm going to give it a try in a minute. See if I can figure it out. All right, let's do that. That will work. All right, let's go. Screenshot. All right, so I've done the lineups. That's good. Now let's see if I can quickly update what my actual team looks like with the points. Let's go here. See if I can do this. This might look exceptionally messy when it happens, but hopefully it looks okay. But it actually looks all right. Let's download that, see what happens. All right, I'm assuming, no, let's get a poll in here. Let's get a poll in the chat really quickly, see what people think of what this game's going to happen here. All right, end poll, 3+ effective. 35% had 3+ people not show up today. That's crazy. All right, what do we think the result's going to be in this game? Start poll. All right, result of Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Chelsea win, draw, Aston Villa win. All right, there we go. That should be updated with a little bit of luck. Get your results in. I'll leave that up for the first 10 minutes of the game. Hopefully there's no goals in the first 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to skew the results. Oh, I was like, what's going on here? Everyone's voting for that. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. That's weird. Okay. All right. Excellent. Actually, I've got 2 minutes to put a bet on. Let's quick put a bet on. All right. All right. Let's have a quick. We've got not long. Got 1 minute. Quick. I'm going to go with Chelsea win. Whoops. Oh. All right, we're going to go Chelsea. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals. Both teams to score, no. I don't think Villa will score. I'm hoping so anyway. And we'll go with old mate. Yes. Where's the corner markets? We'll go with that one. All right, do that. All right, got that on just in time. Chelsea to win under 2.5 goals. No to both teams scoring. Cole Palmer to score or assist. Both goalkeepers to make 2+ saves and over 7.5 corners. How good's that? I got that done in about. I was literally like, all right, that. Make a multi. Hope for the best. You know what's so annoying? I got let down by the Everton's goalkeeper not making a save. And obviously the West Ham game stuffed my acca. Because I went with Jared Bowen to score and West Ham to win. Obviously, because it's Fulham. But yeah, that didn't come in. All right. I really think Chelsea wins highly likely here. So far, the early votes are going for a Chelsea win as well. 1-1, 4-3. 4-3 would be a cracker. The best thing about DC bonus is when you take hits, that is matched by the negative. You have, and your score is still high, 61 so far. Yeah, exactly. 2-2, 1-2. Sorry, Luke. 2-1 Chelsea, 3-1 Villa. All right, we're underway. Let's get that timer up and running. The game has officially kicked off. Actually, what's going on there? Let's reset that. And let's press start. What'd that do? All right, that did not work. Try that again. All right, we're underway. 30 seconds late that timer is, but either way, you know roughly what time it is. All right, and Pedro Neto with his first little foray forward here, and some poor play there from Reece James. 3-1 Villa. What do you think of a -4 this week for Acuna plus Dorgu, Wilson, and Hincapié out? To be fair, -8, 11 bonus. Nice. That's pretty good. I don't mind hits. As I said, you'll never tell me to tell you not to take them because I enjoy taking them myself. If I want to get rid of players, I'm just going to get rid of them. I've always played the game the same way. I took plenty of hits last year to finish with a really high rank. This year, I just put down my season to the fact I started horribly. Like my first 5 weeks, I just thought I had a good team and I did not have a good team at all. And I've been paying the price ever since. However, we've been on a pretty good run of late, so I feel like it's going to continue post this week with a little bit of luck. A Chalobah return from top to yeah, that'd be nice. I'm hoping he doesn't because I've got him sitting on the bench firmly. Yeah, Villa are fire. Yep, I would agree. Oh, chance there for Cole Palmer early doors. Puts it just wide of the post. Far out. Early sighting there for Chelsea. But yeah, it turned out to be well wide of the post there from one Cole Palmer. I'm intrigued to see how well Villa are attacking this game because obviously Villa's like it's a weird seeing Marlon start up top. I'm like going, you just don't know. Emery likes changing it around from game to game. It's all a bit weird. Like one week it's Watkins and the next week it's Marlon, then it's back to Watkins and it's back to Marlon. You're like, well, who's actually going to be starting there? Like it is a bit weird, if that makes sense. And still no Villa in my team. I know. I've not had it. I think ever since I sold Watkins, I just haven't even considered buying any of them back. Like I feel like I've got so scarred from the start of the year with Nottingham Forest and Villa assets that I'm like going, mate, I just feel like I'm just dumb of them. But I'm like, maybe I do actually need to start contemplating it in. Oh, Kukurea, edge of the box. Gets it down. Garnacho with a nice little freshly, what do you call it? Bleached hair for the game. Nice to see. Palmer into the box. Or cuts it back, just not the right cut back there. Palmer's got into some dangerous positions in the first 5 minutes, for first 4 and a bit minutes here. All right, Aston Villa on the break. Morgan Rogers. Oh, he's well hunted down there by Reece James, who steals the ball off him. Reece James has been very good. I agree with what the commentator said there. He's been very good for Chelsea of late. All right, Garnacho. What's he got? He tries just pushing the ball into the box. Nothing doing there. All right, Morgan Rogers trying to run in behind. Baladashvili does enough to get... Well, actually, it wasn't Morgan Rogers. Dario Mal. Morgan Rogers basically just allowed to walk into the Chelsea box. Finally, someone makes a challenge, and Kukurea somehow sweeps up the mess. And now Cole Palmer's way. This has got a very nice even flow to this game so far. One more week for those on 4 yellows, exactly. Still no Villa in my... Yeah, I've already done that one. Yeah, I know. If you're on the yellow card tightrope, you've only got to get through game week 19 now and hope for the best. And hope that your player doesn't pick it up in game week 19. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day here. Tell you what, though, Chelsea assets could be a real shout from next week because they've got Bournemouth at home midweek. And Bournemouth just have shipped 4 goals away at Brentford. Like, you'd have to think that Chelsea assets are probably a good go for the Bournemouth game. Oh, Garnacho, great ball around the back. Coming in was Pedro Neto at the back, but well defended there by Aston Villa, and they clear it away, and now they're on the counter. And Reece James gets back again. I mean, Reece James, I don't remember the last time I remember seeing him play at Christmas. He normally has this time of the year off. Imagining Rodgers in the wild card. Yeah. In fairness, I think Rodgers is actually a pretty good buy long term. I just felt like if you're buying this week, it didn't make a hell of a lot of sense because obviously they've got Chelsea and then Arsenal. I also don't think Arsenal are keeping a clean sheet the next couple of weeks either. So, like, yeah, it's one of them weird ones. Definitely one of them weird ones. Oh, here we go. Chelsea breaking forward. Pedro Neto, what can he do? Cole Palmer puts into the box, cleared away. A lot of DC early here for Aston Villa, I would suggest. Only Palmer can save me. Sanchez penalty save, that would save me, I reckon. A clean sheet would actually go some way towards saving me as well, I think. Potentially. Big rated players I've sold could stop scoring straight after I've done it. Had Raul Jimenez on a punt, sold him, now he scored 2 goals. I know, it's always the way, isn't it? It's literally always the way. I'm going to turn that off for a minute. I'm freezing my ass off here. Oh. It's probably because of the fact I'm actually tired as well. Barely been sleeping. Yeah, wild card too. Yep. World Cup, wild card. All the same, isn't it? World Cup. Yeah, I don't know what Tuchel's going to do. He's going to have Morgan Rogers, Cole Palmer, Phil Foden. Like, Phil Foden and Morgan Rogers are both having great years. Like, literally both having really good years of football. Like, and then you'd expect Cole Palmer to get going at some point. Then you got Saka. Then you've got whoever. I don't know how he picks a squad, man. Like, all I know is that England always have a talented squad. How they haven't won the last couple of times they've been to the World Cup and the Euros, I don't know. I think that's more on Southgate than anything else. But like, the players are definitely good enough. It's just a matter of whether. It's just a matter of whether they can actually do the business. And I don't know if they can do the business, but hopefully they can. All right, I've got another 30 seconds. Make sure you get your votes into who you think's going to win this game, and I'm going to end it there. No cheating. Not going to leave it open all game. I'll wait for the first goal to go in so you can change your vote. No, you can't change your vote anyway once you've voted. If you haven't already as well, please smash a like on the stream. Kukurea pushing forward here. Ganacho just takes it off his show. Well, that was interesting. I don't know if he did that deliberately or if he meant to do it. Either way, he's stolen it. Oh, Chalobah, nice ball over the top there. Not quite. Not finding to it. Cole Palmer picks it up, though. And then he gets fouled by Buendia, who's far too... What's the word I'm looking for? Far too cavalier in his endeavours to try and win the ball. I mean, that is just a very silly foul to give away there. Particularly the part of the pitch it's in. It now allows Chelsea to get the defenders forward and potentially whack a ball into the box. Just a stupid foul. Really. Cole Palmer and Reece James are going to consult about who's going to take it. Bart Simpson and Dubravka getting me back-to-back 11-pointers. Oh, yes. That's what I love to see in the chat. Hoping Tuchel gets beat at the World Cup fair. I mean, it does feel weird having a German in charge of the English national team, doesn't it? Even last night was ready to curse Bruno G if he scored his chance from the corner in the first half, week after I sell. What strikers will England take besides Kane? All been garbage. DCL. I would take the DCL unit, man. The dude's on fire. I mean, Ollie Watkins has had a mare of a season. He's actually playing himself out of the World Cup. You could argue that maybe Marcus Rashford's been okay, but I don't really classify Marcus Rashford as a forward. Then what was that guy that left Brentford and went to Saudi Arabia? Ivan Toney. Who even knows what's going on with him other than the fact he's assaulting people in a nightclub? He's not an option. I mean, maybe they take Mason Greenwood. They're not going to take Mason Greenwood, are they? I think he actually wants to go and play for Jamaica, I believe. Shall I leave Dorg on my bench again for the Wolves game? I got him for bench boost in game week 21. To be fair, I'd play him next week against Wolves. Good evening, folks. Currently on a green arrow, off by -20. Bob Sanchez, my last player. Mate, Kippy, that's what we love to hear. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, sometimes you just got to change your team and roll with it. 100%. Couldn't agree more. Oh, nicely done from Kukurea there. That was a really good block because I don't know who that was. I think it was Matty Cash who would have been off to the races. But either way, he's prevented that from happening. Ganacho, Kukurea. Chalobah receives. Take another Harry Kane. Yeah, I mean, where are they going to find another Harry Kane? Like, where is the next really good England forward coming from? I think at some point we thought Liam Delap might be it, but I don't think he's the answer. I don't think he's the next Harry Kane. Look around like all the other teams in the Premier League. Like, has anyone actually got an English forward? Other than Villa, who obviously have Ollie Watkins, that's it that I can think of. I'm just trying to think about it now. Oh, Morgan Rogers has just pushed Kukurea over. Kukurea gone to ground. He's good, very good at trying to get cards out of players, isn't he, Kukurea? He must be such a frustrating player to play against. So Morgan Rogers is quite lucky he's not getting booked for that because he's clearly pushed him over. Kukurea's just getting under your hair, mate. Callum Wilson's not a forward, though. Bowen at a stretch, yeah, but again, he's not really a forward. That's pretty good, Matthew. Not going to lie, it's a pretty good score this week. Very good score this week. Garnacho just gets pretty much put to the ground by Matty Cash. Where has Solanke even disappeared to? Mukiele Hall incoming tomorrow. I bloody well hope so. Mukiele Hall comes tomorrow. It's going to be, I feel like I'll actually make away with a half decent week. I mean, just based off what, I actually considered playing Chalobah this week because I watched Villa last week against Man United and I didn't think they were overly fantastic. But somehow Villa have been playing this way for almost the entire season and somehow just finding wins. So that's what I took it into account at the end of the day. Yeah, Solanke just doesn't seem to be able to get fit. Danny Ings. Didn't West Ham just let him go? Reckon Dallo's a good shout for the next. Yeah, I do. Now I'm looking at buying him myself. Has Gary and Trigg given you any stick regarding Anderson? Well, Gary's played him for 5 points and benched him, and Trigg's benched him for both. So I don't think Trigg's going to be giving me much stick. Best result for me is a Chelsea blank and a Lindelof hat-trick. Is your clock correct? Yeah, it's 1 minute behind probably. Yeah, it's 1 minute behind, sorry. Cole Palmer. Oh, that's some good move from Cole Palmer. Garnacho tees it up for Enzo. Oh, and he's put it wide. That was a great chance. I thought that was going to be 1-0. Garnacho actually picked out the right pass for once, and that's a rarity in and of itself. Oh, should have done better. Should have done better. He should have done better. Yeah, I'm about 30 seconds behind on the clock. I'm actually 30 seconds in front, but I can't add 30 seconds on. I can only add a minute. So I'm either going to go in front of the time or behind. Actually, I might do that. I might just add an extra minute on. There we go. Give Garnacho 3 bonus. No, my Enzo. I know. I can't believe it. That was his chance to score. It was a really good chance as well. Enzo Fernandez just doesn't score a lot of his chances. That's the annoying thing about owning him, I think. I've never actually owned him, so I can't really comment. But I feel like that is part of his problem. Oh, Pedro Neto, great run. Oh, what a ball in. Cucurella to Garnacho. Cucurella. And that's obviously a foul. Cucurella, he's always doing something dodgy. Matty Cash is down, holding his neck, but he's fine. He's just complaining. I mean, he made the most of that, Matty Cash. Didn't like there was much in that. Still can't believe Ollie Watkins is. He's just been benched so many times. Everyone thought that who was the other guy they had there? Who was the other guy that was at Villa last year that took minutes off Ollie Watkins? What was that guy's name? I keep on thinking it's Ben TK. It's not Ben TK. It's who was that? Who was the other Villa striker last year? That I feel like they shouldn't have sold, but they did. They sold him to Saudi. Oh, Caicedo with a chance on the edge of the box. Cole Palmer! Shot blocked. Garnacho. To Enzo. To Palmer. Robbed. Morgan Rogers on the counter. Free kick. Duran. That's right. John Duran. Yes. He was a player. John Duran. Yeah, I'm surprised they sold him. He looked like the Villa forward for the future, and then they just got rid of him. Just didn't make a lot of sense to me. He's in Turkey now. Well, he didn't even last long in Saudi, did he? Mad. I mean, Enzo Fernandez just literally sends Buendia crashing to the ground. I mean, he's probably lucky that's not a yellow card. I feel like the refs missed a couple of easy yellow cards in this game. Actually, we're going to close that result now. Too many people voting for draws. All right, so 48% of you reckon Chelsea's winning. Villa had a lot of PSR issues, that's right. 34% draw, 18% have gone with a Villa win. He wanted to go for the big payday. He did. Rogers, edge of the box. Tries to clip it in. Buendia. Tries to cut it back, and there's absolutely no one there. Absolutely no one there. Cunha had 8 shots last game against Wolves. My captain him and take on Haaland again. What do you reckon? Don't mind it at all. To be honest, I feel like I need to see Sunderland play against Leeds tomorrow. I feel like City just. I don't feel like City are going to absolutely smack teams this season. I feel like they are a 2 to 3 goal team most games. They're not like a 5-6 goal City, you know, like the old City will be like, how many goals are they going to score? I don't feel like that's City this year. Apparently his family are very poor, so went for a big payday to secure their lives. AFL. Yep, that makes a bit more sense. Oh, João Pedro with a chance. Not quite. Oh, I thought that was the moment. Thought that was going to be 1-0. It was a great ball in there. I think that was from Reece James. And João Pedro gets there ahead, but he can't quite turn it in. That was Pedro Neto with the cross, sorry. And João Pedro gets there in front of the Villa defender, but all he can do is hit it at Martinez. He's done well. It's actually, he saved it with his face, Martinez. Great save. Thought I was having a good game with you. Apparently, I'm 10 points away from the safety score. Wow. What is your score? Chelsea are definitely having the majority of the ball in this game. Like, they've been doing most of the probing. I would say the possession, without seeing it off the top of my head, would be about 60-40. Villa haven't done a hell of a lot early doors. Pedro Neto looks like it. Pedro Neto and Garnacho both had some success down the sides. Chelsea just haven't quite created that, other than that Enzo Fernandez chance, which really he should have done better with. All right, Garnacho into the box. Enzo Fernandez have another shot. No foul, apparently. Reece James, edge of the box. Pedro Neto cuts it back. Straight into Tielemans. And he clears it. Straight to Baladashvili. $32 at Chala and Mukiele still. Well, that's not too bad, to be fair. So I'm on 31, which is a red arrow, even with my minus 12, and yet I've got Mukiele and Sanchez. Well, Sanchez currently playing, Mukiele to play tomorrow. Oh yeah, exactly what you said, Liv. It's all luck. Sometimes you just get lucky, sometimes you don't. That's why in any given week you can take a minus 12 and get lucky, and it'll pay itself off. And then other weeks it will just completely do the opposite and you'll completely backfire. I need a miracle and that Richard starts tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm not only playing. I'm only playing with 10. I think there's a few people only going to be playing with 10 this week, Dan. Yeah, took a minus 4 myself. Fair. It just seemed like a good week to take a hit, to be honest, because like the fixture runs for some of these teams at the moment are pretty damn good. So I felt like it was worth investing and hoping that they paid themselves off. And to be honest, if Ekatike had scored in that first half instead of hitting the post, that would have been a goal and an assist for both Ekatike and Wirtz, and the hit would have paid itself off in just those two players. Alas, it didn't quite go that far. I'm playing with 9 if no Richards. Man, that's unlucky. Do you think Turkey is a must-have now? No, I don't think so. I think the points are going to be pretty split between Man City players, to be honest. I feel like some weeks it's going to be Turkey, some weeks it's going to be Foden. A lot of the weeks it's probably just going to be Haaland. Yeah, I feel like it. Yeah, that's just my gut feel on City's team. Man, antihistamine. Hold on. Right, Canacho, what's he got? He's going down the outside. Oh, and he's definitely been fouled by Matty Cash. That's probably a yellow card. Matty Cash might be going off. Oh, no, it's yellow card for Matty Cash. Matty Cash is missing next week against Arsenal, folks. He's got his 5th yellow card of the season. Matty Cash will be serving a suspension next week. Hair looks good. Thank you very much, Johnny. Yeah, the Ekatike attempt was a huge point swing for me. He would have got wild bone. Yeah, exactly. And I captained him as well. I bought on Hartman for my cheap defender as he had started every game. Since then, he's dropped 3. I know, weird. Really weird. Yeah, cash booked, gone. Semenya going to City might change things up for Cherky as well. Exactly. Going to start Richards next week, and if he's still out, then Cody gets in for him. Nice. I have a feeling that the Foden era is done and that the Wirtz era is about to begin, maybe. You could be right about that. It would be ideal to have both, but everyone has a City player in every position. Exactly. We TK captainers deserve more. I know. It's always the way. Whenever you take Haaland on, it feels like you take him on, but you don't really win by much when it comes in. And I feel like that's been the case a few times this year, in particular. Apparently, with the cricket games ending early, has cost Aussie cricket $5 million. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they've got to stop making stupid. They've got to stop making stupid wickets. Like the wickets have been no good. Like the batters can't bat. Well, either that or the batters have just forgotten how to bat. One of the two. Like the MCG, the fact that was over in 2 days is unbelievable. Like that test is never over in 2 days. They've completely cooked the pitch for that game. Chelsea's about to have a clean run of games soon. I think Palmer might be a game changer. To be honest, I've actually been weighing up going triple Chelsea defence for that run of fixtures. There's something got to be said about having triple like a stacking of a team when their defence is on top. Like even today we saw like triple Everton defence. Like you get 26 points from your defence, all of a sudden you're pretty much on a green arrow. Like you can kind of cover like these midfield points a bit more, I think. There's a lot of extra midfielders, but like picking defenders every week to get clean sheets. I feel like if you've got a team like Chelsea or Arsenal that get a really nice run of fixtures, it makes a lot of points to go there, I feel, potentially. I enjoy the darts. Really enjoy the darts. Good fun. Yeah, I know. See, there we go. Travis, exactly what I said. Like free hit this week. It was obvious. It had to be a triple Everton defence of Keane, Pickford and Tarkowski. Pedro Neto taking on the Villa defence again. Oh, great ball in just over Enzo's head. Palmer, what can you do? Finds Caicedo, but just keep giving it to Neto. Neto's rinsing Matson out there. James to Palmer. Back to James. Neto, ball into the box, nothing doing. Out it goes. But one goal ruined your whole game week. Yeah, but and when it doesn't, you're loving life. Having one test match ending before day 2 is nuts, but 2 is diabolical. I agree, Dan. All you hear at darts is Kerry Starm as a banker. I don't know. Not sure. Oh, James have a chance. I thought that was in. Not quite. Goes slightly wide. Where's my guy Dean on the bench again? Who would you sell to Dallo out of Tarkowski, Timber, Virgil, Richards, Van Heck? To be honest, probably Richards, I think. Or if you need money for elsewhere, I'd sell Virgil or Timber, one of the two out of them. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. When I was sitting there, I was like, if you get good points in a week, buy 100%. It's like, it's hard to get points in a game week, let alone like, they don't come on trees. Definitely appreciate them. There's an Anderson still left in the darts. Of course there is. There's an Anderson always in life, isn't it? Mr. Anderson off the Matrix. There's always a Mr. Anderson. Ganacho to Enzo, in towards JP. Cleared away by Villa again. Villa really have not offered much this half. I say that. They're probably going to be the ones that score now. Low-key can see the appeal for Forest defenders. The way they tried holding off City reminds me of Nuno. I know. The thing is that I feel like Forest away from home just haven't been very good. I'm liking James' punt. Yeah, honestly, he's actually looking pretty good as well. Especially the fact that he just keeps on like playing 90 minutes, which is also very good. Ganacho to Kukurea out on the outside, and he wins a corner. Standard Villa performance. They've somehow win 2-1 from like 0.1 XG total. Defensive dart specialist blocks to 20 at least 10 times per tournament. That's impressive. One of the FPL cartel looks like Gary Anderson. It's in! I don't know who's scored the goal. I don't know if it's a Reece James goal directly, but it's a goal. It's 1-0 Chelsea. I'm not sure who scored it. I'm not sure. I think that might be just a Reece James goal. I think it is. I think it's a Reece James direct goal off a corner. Oh, no, I think it hits João Pedro's backside. It does. It hit João Pedro's leg. It's a João Pedro goal, Reece James assist. Reece James assist, João Pedro goal. Yeah, definitely João Pedro goal. I'm just checking it's 1-0. It is 1-0. We're underway. There we go. 1-0 to the Chelsea. I mean, that's been coming. Villa have not offered much in this half, and they probably deserve to be behind, to be honest. I think it's a João Pedro goal. Of course he's claiming it. Hit his leg. If that's not given as a João Pedro goal, I'll be absolutely shocked. Definitely a João Pedro goal. They hit his leg. Yeah, JP's ass, whatever you want to call it, his leg, his dangling leg, his third leg, whatever you want to call it, it hit some part of him. It's definitely going to be his goal. It is a Reece James assist, though. And Reece James is consistently getting these assists. He's turning into a very good FPL. And this is what I said. You could easily go triple Chelsea defence this year. Like during their run of fixtures. Because here we go. Garnacho on the counter now. Oh, Pedro Neto, he's cooked that. He's cooked that. All right, let's update this score. Oh, I've downloaded the wrong one. What have I done there? Sorry. Put that one back in there. Oh my God, I'm really having a mare here. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. I've downloaded the wrong thing. I'm tired. I'm sick of running off my laptop. Oh, Kukure's gone down holding his on the floor again, holding his leg. Right, where are we at? I've got it. This time I've got the right one, I think. There we go. 1-0. I know what I was doing. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? I can't win this guy. He always scores after I sell him. That troll will go into hiding for 6 matches now, almost guaranteed. Cash won't play versus Arsenal now. He's booked yet, that's right. Aston Villa have shown nothing so far. No. Some guy came on in the deadline stream, what was it, yesterday, basically saying, Morgan Rogers, like, he's going to bang. I was like, I don't know. I just don't see it. Like, he might bang. I'm not saying he's not going to. He's still got 5 minutes of this half and then another whatever going on this one. Also, why is it saying goal? I know what's going on. I was like, what is going on there? There we go. Caicedo only on 9 DC, Chalobah is 0. Yeah, I know. It's been a weird game. Like, I feel like Villa have just been like half clearing the ball and whoever's sitting on the Palmer with a shot saved by Martinez. Yeah, Aston Villa, like that guy yesterday was basically like going, Aston Villa, on a heater. I was like, yeah, but the heater's got to end at some point. And I feel like Chelsea's not an easy place to go to. And I feel like Villa last week, as I said, I thought that they were pretty lucky to get away with a win last week. I didn't think they were overly good. Man United actually played not too bad. But then Villa are the masters of just scoring off no XG. So that's not to say it won't happen again. Oh, that was really well done. Enzo Fernandez of a nice little DC. Wow. Apparently if Aston Villa don't have a shot in the next 3 minutes, this is the first half under Unai Emery where Aston Villa have not had a shot on goal in the Premier League. That's an unbelievable stat, that one. So Chelsea, as you can see, have literally been controlling, bossing the game, whatever you want to call it. Nine shots with 3 on target for Chelsea. Nothing at all for Aston Villa. I reckon we're going to see a few changes at halftime from Emery, based off what I've seen in this first half. It's not been an appealing half so far. They're looking at the goal again. It's clearly hit João Pedro. Like, clearly off his leg. Clearly. Sanchez is blessed by Pogba's witch doctor. See us incoming. One can only hope. One can only hope. Wow, Rogers went for the worldie again. It's a foul now on Enzo. Morgan Rogers is going to get booked here, I reckon, in a minute. Well, he's not going to get booked for that. Second red arrow for me this year. Yeah, it happens, Eamon. So it happens. I've definitely had a few crap weeks. This might be up there. Depends though. If Sanchez can keep a clean sheet and then Mukiele keeps a clean sheet, maybe I sneak a green arrow somehow. I mean, it is possible. Aston Villa win a free kick from Garnacho. I mean, this game has not been full of much quality. I can tell you that much. Morgan Rogers has done so much falling on the ground. He's finally going to get a free kick. Ballard Deshilly's given away a needless free kick here on Morgan Rogers for no real reason. Yeah, I'd agree. Very unnecessary. Very, very unnecessary. McGinn to take the free kick and hits it straight at Sanchez, who just claims it. I don't even know if that counts as a save because I suppose technically you could say it was a shot on target, but in reality it was more just a hopeful cross in and he's just claimed it. And that's going to be half time. What outside of like that last 15 minutes was pretty damn hard going. I'm not going to lie. Can't believe it. So Chelsea lead for a João Pedro on winning touch off a James assist at half time. Ah, mate, I'm so tired. I think I might have to call it a half time, unfortunately, folks. I might actually have to cancel my pubcast lock in as well. I'm dead tired and I haven't been sleeping well. And this game is putting me to sleep. And I'm literally running out of energy. I know. Well, I'm having to just wear shirts. Like I can't wear anything else other than button shirts at the moment. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm falling apart here at the seams. I need some sleep, is my honest answer. Probably. And the football, I'm not going to lie, the football this weekend has been pretty ordinary. Like I know the Man City Nottingham Forest game was only interesting in the second half. The first half was boring. Man United versus Newcastle was a really tough watch. That was not a very good game to call. Then we're into the Aston Villa Chelsea game, and Aston Villa have barely shown up. Like all the games I've been watching this week have been one-sided or just really not interesting affairs. There's been no real, the games that have had the goals in Brentford versus Bournemouth. Obviously, I wasn't watching that game. I was just waiting for the goals to be shown on the thing. Mate, I can't have a Red Bull. It's almost 2 a.m. in the morning. I need actual sleep at some point. West Ham woeful in that massive silent stadium. Did anyone watch that match? I don't know. I think a few people went there. I am normally, but I'm dead, man. I think I'm dead. We will survive. Yes, I'm going to hold it there, folks. I'm going to send Gary my apologies. But I'm going to have to go to sleep. I'm afraid. I'm not going to watch the second half. I hope that I wake up to a Sanchez clean sheet. But hopefully your game week's going not too bad. Send my apologies to the lock-in crew. I'm going to send them a message now and say I've carked it. I need to go to sleep. I'll see you all tomorrow anyway. I'll be doing the games tomorrow. I'm going to have hopefully some nice sleep. I just feel like the more I'm awake, the more I want to itch my head, and that's just doing my head in as well. So you probably notice me like fiddling around a bit more. So I'm going to go to sleep. Anyways, hope you have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you've got some points out of all that mess that has been today. It's been a weekend of carnage. To be honest, I'm actually quite happy with the way my team's gone. And if Sanchez and Mukiele can keep clean sheets, I might even sneak somehow a grey arrow, which, let's be fair, -12. I'll take that all day long. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I've been the D-Unit. You guys